They couldn't take me out, boys. I'm back. I'm back. I came back early. We'll explain it. But I'm still here. They tried to take me out. They failed. The Eritrean hit squad couldn't take me out. Well, it did, but the AI version of me still lives on. And YouTube tried to take me out. If you guys were watching the last episode, all of a sudden, boom, show's down. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I did nothing. I'm just reacting to Ian Carroll's evidence of a conspiracy, you know, his response to Nick Fuentes. All of a sudden, show goes out. I get an email. Email says essentially, here, let me pull this up. Here, this is the second review, which they reviewed it and confirmed it, which is very typical of YouTube these days, to review things that are very obvious mistakes that should take 10 seconds to fix. But nope, they reviewed it and they confirmed that I did violate their firearm policy. The policy is content that shows, okay, this is it's in the details here, right? Content that shows someone live streaming while holding, handling, or transporting a firearm isn't allowed on YouTube. Did I have a firearm on stream? Was I like waving a gun around? No, obviously not. All I was doing the same thing Candace Owens herself did, which is to react to that one shot. I forget the name of the channel, but it was one of those gun bro channels shooting a ballistic dummy, showing how much power there is in a 30-06. The exact same clip that Candace Owens reacted to in the exact same manner to 150,000 more people than me. But her stream fine, my stream down. So I immediately asked for a review. They come back, oh, sorry, actually we confirmed it, and you got a ban. It doesn't tell you how long you're banned. Channels not in compliance with this policy may temporarily lose their ability to live stream. So here, good news, I didn't get a strike. Bad news, I couldn't go live again. I tried to go live right away. It was restricted. I tried a little later, still restricted. They refuse to fucking fix it. It's like such an obvious AI mistake. You'd think it would take 2 seconds for a real person to look at it and go, yeah, obviously AI just confused something here. Nope. So I go to creator chat. I get in contact with creator chat. I don't even know if I'm talking to a real human. They act a lot like an AI chat bot. They act like they're going to help me and say all these nice things, and then they come back and say, oh, sorry, we can't help. It was the weirdest fucking experience ever. But then last night, in the middle of the night, pretty late, I decided, let me check. And all of a sudden, my live stream restriction's gone. It was supposed to be 7 days. They won't tell you how long, but from everything I've read, the first infraction is a 7-day ban from live streaming. So I think what happened was they don't want to admit they fucked up. So instead of retracting and go, oh, sorry, we made a mistake, they just behind the scenes removed the live stream ban. But they've not actually communicated that they're taking back, because the live stream is still not up. That live stream just got deleted right away. It's gone. I can't even get access to it. If I wanted to download it, it's just gone. So I think instead of going, hey, sorry, we screwed up, just behind the scenes, they removed the live stream restriction. So now I have that back. And but what I worry about is that, like, is this ding still technically on my account? Because they already throttled me because I've had strikes for I've had stuff that they considered sexual content. You know, the Stavros Halkias, David Goggins video, YouTube considered that sexually gratifying content. So I'm sure that label's on my account, and now probably like dangerous guns or something. I don't know what, but I'm pretty sure it's going to affect my fucking overall reach. Because rather than going in and actually fixing it and going, let's remove this completely off of his account, they're just trying to kind of behind the scenes go, well, we'll remove the live restriction, but that's it. We're not going to admit we fucked up, even though it's the most obvious fuck up in the world. But hey, at least I can live stream again, and I'm back at it for now. So that's that. Just wanted to follow up on what happened with the last live stream, guys. So Erika Kirk finally came out and started talking today. She finally came out and addressed this, and she essentially told Candace Owens and everybody else, you know, the Ian Carrolls, to stop. Are they going to stop? That's the big question. Well, we got a lot of clips. Candace Owens already responded. We got Tim Pool Apparently, somebody pulled up outside of his compound, fired some shots off. The Candace crowd is conspiratizing that as well, saying Tim lied. Somebody called the wrong sheriff department, claimed that it was never reported, but they were calling the wrong fucking place. He's kind of crashing out. We got some clips from that, and we got a dude, an ammunitions guy, who does the best job, because what I was in the middle of doing when YouTube yanked me down, which is kind of weird, you know, Candace and them, they're all doing the same thing. I do the same thing, react to the same video that everybody's reacting to, and I'm the one that gets taken down. The guy that's trying to like kind of add some sort of like level-headed, rational thinking to everything and stop and be like, well, actually, let's look at the bigger context of what's going on and let's stop acting fucking crazy. I'm the one who gets taken down. Okay. You know, in Candace's world, she might say, "Isn't that a little weird? Isn't that a little weird?" And it's also convenient because it sort of pushes the narrative away from left-wing, radicalized by media, left-wing kid, radicalized by mainstream media, by social media, to murder somebody. That narrative, that's gone now. Now it's just, boogeyman conspiracy shit. And that's kind of convenient because don't you think social media would have an incentive? Because they're part of the ones who, I mean, when I say media, I'm including social media. Don't you think they might have an incentive to get the population to stop going, oh, shit, our mainstream media just radicalized some kid to murdering somebody? No, let's not talk about that. Let's push all the crazy conspiracies. It's just a little weird, you know? As Candace Owens and Ian would say, isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Because obviously that's evidence. That's all the evidence you need is just something, you know, somebody saying, isn't this weird? And that you have everything. You have all the evidence you need. Do I have this turned off? Yeah, I do. Let me play your super chat and then we'll get into the Erika clip. Is this even the right one? Yeah, it's the right one.
Super chatted $5.
Thank you, Redon.
Talk YouTube.
Well, I love YouTube, okay? Look, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating dealing with them. I don't know. I'll just say God bless whoever the person at YouTube is who at least had the common decency to go in there and, okay, you're not going to fix the mistake you made, but at least you have the common decency to remove the ban on my ability to live stream and earn a living. Thank you, whoever did that, okay? But my God, if you're going to have AI make all the decisions, you need a human to actually review it, because this is the plain as day, clearest example of a simple AI mistake that on the face of it, I would have been not happy, but I would have understood, like, okay, I get it. The AI's jumpy. If it thinks somebody has a gun on a live stream, I get that, because who knows what the fuck, like, it's not allowed. And for probably good reason, because you don't want somebody doing something crazy on a live stream. So I understand being like super cautious around that. But when you make a simple mistake, the AI makes a mistake like that, and then you refuse to fix it and you double down and gaslight me like I'm fucking crazy, that's when it gets infuriating, bro. It's like, okay, you made a mistake. It happens. Now fix it. Oh, no, there's no mistake. And blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck, bro? But clearly, I don't think they want to have any humans doing anything more. I think the first review is AI. The second review is AI. You try to talk to the YouTube creators chat, and that's an AI chatbot. There's no humans anymore. And maybe the one human might be like in India, and he don't give a fuck. Or maybe it's just humans that don't give a fuck about their job. So they're not going to actually do the review. They're just going to go, oh, I'm supposed to review this. Poop. Okay, reviewed. Back to playing video games. I don't know, dude. But it's pathetic, and they need to do better. They need to do better when they mess up, because when we mess up, we get fucked in the ass, dude. But when they mess up, they just quietly correct it behind the scenes and don't say anything. Hey, at least they gave me that. Thank you, because they could have easily not fixed it. I could still be being fucked right now. Thank you for the super chat, Redonk. If you guys want to support the show, because I basically missed all of Monday's show because I got banned real quick. I missed yesterday's show, so that's 2 days of missed shows. So if you do want to support, it's much appreciated. Links in the description for Patreon, also Discord if you want to hang out in there, or you can send a super chat and I will react to your message. Much love, guys. Let's get to this, dude. Let's get to this. Finally, she's responding, and I think she's doing the right thing.
What's up, 67 super chatted $30. YouTube tried to destroy the pingdom, but somehow Pink Trip has returned.
I'm back, dude. You can't stop me, bro. You can throttle me to death. You can fucking shadow ban me. You can literally not, like, what YouTube does is it does not send my even when I make supercuts, it does this now. I mean, it was doing this before. People say, well, it's because you're doing a live stream and it's ruining everything. This is not the live stream is not. I was live streaming in 2019. I was live streaming in 2020 when I had my biggest blow ups ever. Live streaming is always something I've enjoyed. And because YouTube will not push my content, it barely pushes it to my subscribers, let alone outside of my subscribers, so it could actually blow up. It just will be like 95% subscribers and maybe 5% will be like people that aren't unsubscribed. So even with all of that, I'm still going. They forced me to double down on the live stream, the one thing they can't kill. And I do enjoy it. And it's like, okay, well, I'll just do fucking live streams then. But I know that I see the comments all the time. A lot of people, they get upset by it. Stop doing this just to make the edits and blah, 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 blah. I can't make a living off the edits. I get it. You guys want like nonstop edits. And I've never said I'm going to stop making the edits, but Jesus Christ, guys, I'm allowed to do other things I want to do, especially when there's like the amount of time it'll take to make those edits. It's basically work that I'm doing for free at the end of the day. Okay. So I'll do it when the time's right. I get it, man. I get it. Everybody wants just the one content that they like. And then anything else I do, they get mad. And it's like, okay, I get it. But what do you want me to do? You want me to not do something I enjoy that, yes, it has a small audience, but that audience enjoys it and it actually makes way more money than the other thing I do, which basically makes nothing? I mean, think about it. The last one I did was the Aaron Rodgers, Joe Rogan cut. It got 18,000 views. That's like $40 tops. Okay. That's the amount of work, the amount of hours that I put into making that edit. It's like, I can't feasibly do that. I have bills to pay. So I'll do them. But yeah. I expect to have one out soon, by the way. And when I say soon, I don't know how soon, but I'm already working on it. But I'm taking my time with it. I'm not rushing it. It's not. There was a point where that was how I made money. So I would just focus on that and it would be full time. Now it's kind of like a side project. So when they come out, hopefully you guys enjoy them, but they're basically a side project now. All right. Thank you for the $30, El Jefe. That's very generous, brother. Let's get to this. Erika Kirk. So she responded to Candace Owens. Here's her talking about the trial. And like, it's the one thing that's not talked about enough is that this is an actual trial going on. They talk about this like this is the JFK case where this is like 50 years later. And it's like, why won't the FBI release everything? Well, there's a fucking trial about to happen next month. Maybe go do some research as to why things get hush right before a trial. It's not rocket science. It should be common sense to you, but you don't want to spoil a jury. There's a myriad of reasons why the judge, the local state judge, which is, by the way, this is a local case. This is not a Fed case, would basically tell everybody to like hush up before a trial. And then when the trial comes out, then we'll see the whole picture. And then we'll have a better idea whether there's some funny shit going on or not. But yeah, here's Erika Kirk. Let's get to this.
We have a trial coming up. Unfortunately, that trial is in a long time. What I want to be mindful of for people is that this was a murder. This is not something that, what I don't want to have happen is for this to taint the jury pool. I don't. I want my husband, I want justice for my husband more than any other person on the internet. Any other person in this world. That was my husband and the father to my kids. We will make sure, and we have been, turning over every single stone, going down every single lead. So when these people say, oh, they haven't talked about this or done that, how do you know? You're not in those meetings with the attorneys and the prosecutors. You have no idea. And why would we share that information with the internet to what? Then give the defense more stuff that's not true? Like, it's just, Erika, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the truth is the truth.
So that's one piece. Here's the other one. I mean, that's the thing. Like, there is a trial coming up. There is a responsibility to the trial that overrides the responsibility to the public to just give them everything they want right now. And people that act like that's like suspicious. Oh, how come there's a gag order? How come they haven't released this evidence? How come like, you're fucking retarded, dude. You're retarded. This is the big piece that came out today right here, where she literally says to stop. Which Candace, we've all seen Candace say, oh, if Erika Kirk tells me to stop, I'll stop. Well, she's already proven a liar. Because here we go.
From the perspective of a grieving widow, a mom, and a battle-tested American. Good to see you again today. Talk to me about this part of the conspiracies that are out there, this disturbing part that people are trying to guess where Charlie is.
Can I have one thing? Can I have one thing? Can my children have one thing? Everything was public. We will be building the most beautiful memorial for my husband at Turning Point USA, and it will be for the world to see, and it will be spectacular, and it will have basically museum style for our Charlie, for my Charlie. But can I have one thing? Can my babies have one thing where we hold it sacred, where my husband is laid to rest, where I don't have to be worried about some...
At Area 51C Super Chatted $1.99. Pimp is a deep state porn sellout.
Pimp? Well, I'm not pimp. I'm Pink Trip. I don't know if that's a joke, Area 51, but it is kind of par for the course for what's going on right now. A lot of people, we're coming with we're presenting evidence that gives you a fuller picture to be able to make a more informed decision, rather than just, oh, come on, bro, look at how big that explosion is. There's no way, bro. Okay, which I will present later. It's going to be at the end of the show. We're going to go over it with an actual ammunitions expert. And rather than be like, oh, great, I mean, you're adding to the picture, great, I can be more informed. People are attacking this dude. They're going to his business and leaving reviews trying to hurt his actual fucking business. That's how crazy things have gotten. That if you dare question their fucking theories and you try to add more information and try to add to the conversation and you don't go along with the reality that they've already said is what it is, they will attack you rather than just be like, oh, okay, that's more data for me to be more informed. They'll just be like, actually, I want to destroy your business. That's how crazy things are getting right now. But thank you for the super chat, Area 51. I'm going to assume you're being sarcastic, brother, which is great. Love you. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat.
Secular revolutionary coming and destroying my husband's grave while my daughter is sitting there praying. One thing, this is my husband. Yes, he was Charlie Kirk to the world, and I know so many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that. But this is my husband, and I want to be able to have one thing left that is sacred to our family, to my in-laws, to my babies, and to my parents.
She's talking, in case you missed it, she's talking about his grave. Because people, this is the new conspiracy. It's like, is he even dead? Because we don't know where he's buried, and it's not public. And she's obviously, wherever he's buried, she wants to keep that private as a private family thing.
One thing.
What are they taking from you right now?
Nothing. But I will tell you what they are doing. It reminds me so much of chapter 6 in the book of Nehemiah. He is building a wall, and the townspeople are at the base of that hill saying, Nehemiah, calling him all these names, saying all these things, come on down. Every single time he had the same message 4 times in a row. I cannot come down. I am busy building. That is how I feel. I do not have time to address the noise. My silence does not mean that I am complacent. Mm-hmm. My silence does not mean that somehow Turning Point USA and all of the handpicked staff that loved my husband and my husband loved them is somehow in on it. We are busy building. And you know what I thought? I thought these people are human. We are all grieving in our own way. And they are trying to find the answer to something that happened that was so evil. They are trying so hard. And I get that. We're doing the same. Anytime we hear a lead or anytime we hear anything, we send it to the authorities. Please dig into this. No rock will be unturned. I want justice for my husband, for myself, for my family, more than anyone else out there. So for me, you want to keep telling me to come down while we're building? I don't have time for that. Mm-hmm. But here's my breaking point on that. Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole. Whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode, going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this. No.
You know, I have to say it. I've never seen you like this.
No, this is righteous anger because this is not okay. It's not healthy. This is a mind virus. Yes, I believe in our judicial system. I do. We have a hell of a team working on this. Excuse my French. But this is not okay.
So you want to put these people back in the box where they've been creeping from?
I don't care what box you're in. But just know that your words are very powerful, and we are human. My team are not machines, and they're not robots. They are human. We have more death threats on our team and our side than I have ever seen. I have kidnapping threats. I have, you name it, we have it. And my poor team is exhausted. And every time they bring this back up, what are we supposed to do? Relive that trauma all over again? They watched my husband get murdered. I have no idea how I would have reacted if I was there that day. And thank the good Lord that I did not have to see that happen. But my team, they are rocked to the core. So why every single day do they have to be dragged through the mud, analyzed, hyper-analyzed?
You know, the conspiracies that are out there, all of the like, do you think that there is more of it now because you do shine your light? I mean, did people just expect you would just go away?
I don't know what they expected. I don't know what they expected.
They pick on you because of your accessories. I mean, I've seen some of it.
Oh, yeah. No, at this point, it's what the conspiracy collection. Get it before Christmas. Like, seriously. Wow. If you want to find and pick me apart, go right ahead. I do not care. I don't. This was happening before Charlie was murdered. Both of us have been through the ringer of people will call you whatever they want to call you.
So now you will see the turn to attacking Erika Kirk. Before it was, of course, we're not attacking Erika Kirk. Oh, no, I didn't accuse Erika Kirk. Now that, I mean, it's always kind of been the underbelly, kind of the underpinning. You could see like that's where it was going, and that's what kind of was being hinted at. And yeah, so look, I see the comments, man. I know a lot of you guys are really buying up this bullshit. It's a lot of fun. I get it, man. I get it. It's a lot of fun. All this, I know it's not all left-wingers, but it is suspicious to me because, you know, left-wingers really want that whole narrative that left-wing violence is a problem. They don't want that to be the thing we're talking about. So that makes me real suspicious. It makes me real suspicious. It's weird. Don't you think it's weird? So here's Candace replying to what we just saw. And she seems almost happy about it. She's like, oh, she's talking about me. I'm the center of attention again.
Okay, super fun show today. You're probably seeing the clips, but Erika has gone off on conspiracy theorists, obviously.
Super fun show as I make everybody suspicious of a widow who just lost her husband in a very terrible fashion, and their kids now have to live without a father. Super fun show, guys. Super fun show. Now let's keep making people think that she had something to do with it. But of course I'm not doing that. I'm just asking questions. Super fun show, guys.
Every journalist out there is emailing me because it's about me. It's indirect, but it's also about me. And don't worry, in case you think it's not about me, she is going to name check me.
Let me get to the super chat. Sorry. Wanted to play it in between. I think you're trolling Area 51. You have to be.
At Area 51C super chatted $1.99. Kamala and Ping both carry water for the deep state.
Yeah. You got to be trolling, bro. It's good. It's a good troll.
On stage with Barry Weiss on Saturday. How do we know? Because our mommy sleuths be everywhere. And they were
her mommy sleuths.
recorded the town hall today. And as soon as the town hall concluded, we got a flutter of emails. And what she says about the Egyptian planes, I'm sorry, not gonna lie, it's a little suspicious. It's weird. It's a weird response. So look, we got to go there. Okay, super fun show.
Yep. Here's some more. Candace Owens' response to Erika Kirk's one request to keep Charlie's grave private for her children, saying Erika doesn't get to pick and choose what she wants private and what she wants public after sharing Charlie's casket on Instagram. Okay, so you shared a picture of you grieving at his body. So now you can't have a private burial. What? You can't have a private fucking grave. What? She can do whatever the fuck she wants, Candace.
This is my husband. Yes, he was Charlie Kirk to the world, and I know so many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that.
Okay, we'll skip this to Candace's response.
One thing.
Okay, so on its face, I actually agree with that. I think that when people are being buried and where they're being buried and how their funerals are done, that is very private matter. Okay, so objectively, I agree with what she's saying. Okay, but subjectively, because we are dealing with the subject of Erika Kirk and what transpired immediately following Charlie's assassination.
So you agree she should be able to have a private burial, but yet now you're going to explain why it's a problem for her to have a private burial? Which one is it, Candace? Which one is it?
And this is going to be read as Meghan Markle syndrome, okay? Meghan Markle syndrome, where you want privacy when you want it.
Now she's going to compare her to Meghan Markle. The one who all of these fucking housewives that are watching this shit, they already hate her. So it's like, oh, we need to hate her like Meghan Markle.
But you want publicity whenever you want it, and that just...
I don't know, maybe the whole like scorned lover theory might be on the money here. Maybe she's just, she wanted that Charlie D. And Erika took it, and now she's just, I mean, she's obviously scorned about something.
Doesn't work, okay? It doesn't work that way. I honestly think it was said best by Bethany Frankel, not related to this situation. Bethany Frankel is on Real Housewives, a reality show. And she was referring to one of the housewives who...
Sounds like what she's saying is, yeah, I agree, you should have the right to keep it private, but it doesn't work that way. We're going to find out where it is. It doesn't get to work that way. You're a public figure. We're investigating, and we're going to find out where that grave is, and we're going to let everybody know. So, yeah, I agree. You should be able to do that, but we're not going to allow you to do that.
Who lived her life.
Because somebody eventually is going to figure it out. Somebody's going to find out, and then Candace is going to be like, oh, I got an email. I got a tip from one of my mommy sleuths.
Very publicly showcased her marriage, was buying tons of Louis Vuitton bags, and they had tons of money. And then when their relationship soured, the housewife basically asked the public for privacy. And Bethany was like, no, this isn't how it works. Like, we were riding with you on the way up. We're riding with you on the way out. You don't get to like pick and choose when you want privacy and when you don't want privacy. And subjectively, as it, in the matter of Erika Kirk, this is the same person who had somebody record her over Charlie Kirk's casket. That was not our business, truly. And I can say that decision was made by her. And
yeah, because it's her business, Candace, what she wants to keep private and what she wants to share. Is it going to be hard for her to keep something private? Is the public going to try to find it out? Yeah, but she can still keep it private. And it's not fucking... This is such a dumb argument to me.
There is...
Because it's going to be Candace is going to be the one to fucking dox his graveside. You know that, right?
Yeah, some credence to the claim that everybody grieves differently. I wouldn't even record myself over a casket ever, okay? Some people maybe perhaps want to have that memory. But the decision to publish that, you crying over your husband's casket, and to publish his dead body on Instagram was a decision that was made by Erika. And we can watch that.
This is weird logic. It's like, oh, you posted this picture. You decided to share this part of your life. So now you have no right to privacy for anything that This is weird. This is typical Candace logic. It makes no logical sense. It's just, I said so. I just decided since you posted this picture that you have no right to privacy anymore. Candace has decided, Candace has ruled, Candace has decreed. You have no privacy.
Take a look.
Oh, I love you.
And then she plays this. Like, we needed to see this again. Like, this is what you would do, right? About somebody you cared about. You care so much about Charlie, right? I don't want to watch that shit. Who wants to watch that?
That is an incredibly personal and an incredibly intimate moment that you invited the public into. Okay, there was no reason to do that outside.
That's exactly what she's saying. It's gonna work. She's saying that she can't, it's problematic for her to want to keep the grave private, but yet also share that video that we just showed. It's her right to do what the fuck she wants. It's her right to share what she wants and keep private what she wants. And Candace has no fucking control over that. Candace has no say in that. So what are we talking about here? That's exactly the logic she's using. She started off with going, I agree, you should have the right to have a private grave, and then explained why it's actually problematic and you can't have a private grave because you posted this one social media clip. So now that you post that social media clip, you shouldn't expect privacy with anything else. That's not how things work. Even the biggest celebrities, they still have a right to some level of privacy. If they want to keep their fucking grave of their husband private, they can do that. Right? But no, I guess the rules in the book are if you share the wrong social media posts, then now you have no longer any right to privacy.
Of wanting to share something that was very private.
If that's not the logic, then please explain it to me, dude, because that's what I'm hearing.
With the public. And now you fast forward 3 months removed, and it's...
I know she's a public figure to jail, Dubs, but she still has the right to have a private fucking cemetery, a private grave if she wants. Will it stay private? Is it against the law for somebody to like find out where the grave is or whatever? I don't know. Probably not. But as a human being, she has a right to attempt to have some privacy around the resting place of Charlie Kirk.
Why does the public want to know where he's buried? It doesn't work like that. You have to make a decision. I want this always to be private, or I want this always to be public. That's my personal feedback there. Later on in this same interview, she launches into a...
Again, this is such a stupid point. Of all the points, we're like obsessing over this point. And what does this point prove? This point proves what? Charlie Kirk's still alive? This is going to get us to the killer? Complaining about whether or not she wants to keep her fucking her husband's grave private so that she could have private mourning with her kids, and so it doesn't get desecrated. Because you see what the left does to shit. Have you seen what the left did to any Charlie Kirk mural that was? I mean, you act like there's not an actual reason to want to keep the fucking grave private at this point. There's 100 fucking reasons to want to do that. So like, what's the point of this? Who fucking cares? You're a yenta. I don't even, yenta, I don't even know what it means, but I know Howard Stern used to use it all the time to talk about like gossipy, annoying women. So yenta sounds like the right word to call her. Candace Owens starts mocking Erika Kirk on her show, suggests Candace, should be on TPUSA payroll because she can make a psychological operation look organic. Okay. Yeah, Spocko, I think this is actually worse than the Q thing.
2181 super chatted $4.99. This is just the Q shit all over again.
I think this is worse because the Q shit was like in its little place and everybody laughed at it and everybody recognized it for the fucking schizophrenic insanity that it was. And it stayed like in its little place, right? It stayed on 4chan or wherever the fuck it was. This is taking over the world, bro. This shit is not in its little corner of the world. This is taking over everything. It's becoming the biggest fucking thing. She's becoming the biggest live streamer. And yeah, so in that case, I think this is worse. But I understand the comparison. Yeah, it's comparative to Q. It's like Q level conspiratard thinking that discredits all actual conspiracies. Right? So very convenient to discredit like any kind of like legitimate conspiracies that are worth looking into with all this conspiratard bullshit. But it's worse to me. It is worse than Q because of the level of it.
And that the thing that is especially absurd about that is trying to like almost like, I want to be clear that Turning Point USA is my family. The Charlie Kirk show is my family. You know, like she's just expanding the wings of people that we're not allowed to critique because they're in the family. If you call them fam, you can't critique them, right? Oh, I'm sorry. We actually are showing a clip of Rob McCoy defending a pedophile or trying to like launder the reputation of that's fam. That's the CK show fam. Oh, I'm sorry. We are actually pointing to the fact that we know for certain that this person or organization is sexual deviant. That's fam. That is my.
I hope she's right about that because that's a pretty heavy accusation to toss. And she doesn't have a very good track record when she starts throwing shit like this around. So let's see. Hopefully she's right about that. Because if she's not, that dude should sue the fuck out of her. I think TPUSA should already sue the fuck out of her.
Don't you get me upset. I know that this is a now $150 million in the last 3-month organization, and we employ tons of people. But you can't critique. You can't critique the fam. And I hate to say this, but
it's not critique. It's you're fucking insinuating that they murdered Charlie Kirk, Candace. Critique away. You know, but when you start insinuating people murdered somebody, yeah, people are probably going to start getting upset with you, okay? Especially when you're doing it and you're not living up to like a standard of like the amount of evidence you would need to make a fucking accusation like that. Like, look at like any fucking investigator. You think they just go around to everybody going, I think you did it, didn't you? No, you fucking wait until you have a case built, until you're 100% sure before you start going, actually, I think you did it. But no, that's the method of investigation for Candace. He just screams that everybody did it. And yeah, it's just fucking, it's stupid. And it gets a little dangerous.
I'm going to be...
Because you're affecting people's lives here. But oh, fuck them, right? They work for TPUSA, so fuck them. I hate TPUSA, fuck them. No, it's immoral. It really is.
Very clear here. This is why there are many people who do not believe that women are equipped to lead companies, because what you are watching here is an unbelievably emotional response that is absent of any logic. Okay.
Yeah, which is what your fans do all day long. Is what your fans do all day long. Anybody that like rejects any fucking thing you put out there, your fans scream, "Oh, they took $7,000. You're a Jew." Like this ammunition guy who's debunking the claims that 30-06 would never exit. It's impossible. Everybody's like, "Oh, but he's a Jew. Oh, but he's a Jew." I don't even think he is a Jew, but of course he's got the wrong opinion, so that makes him a Jew. Oh, attack his company. Like me, it's like every 10 seconds somebody's like, "Oh, you took the $7,000. Oh, you're a shill. Oh, you're this. You're that." Good job defending your position, guys. That's the way you defend a position, when you have actual something to back it up with, right? Actually, let me inform you, but that's not the way you properly defend a position. I don't know why I'm giving you guys a time of day here. It's sad because you know it's going to come crushing down, and at some point, are all these people who are just falling for the hysteria right now, are they going to be like, "Oh shit, I made a mistake. Let me go apologize to all the people I fucking threw shit at who were right"? Or are they just going to move on to the next crazy thing and keep screaming at people like they know what the fuck they're talking about? I don't know. Could be bots involved. Could be bots.
If you really care about your team, answer the questions. Okay? Just demystify the entire event. Come out, sit down, answer the question.
That's what the trial's for, retard. Okay? That'll be next month. And then next month you can say everything's fake again. You can say, "Oh, that evidence is fake. That evidence is fake. The mom and dad are lying. Clearly, the mom and dad turned their son in, and there are obviously deep state plans." You can start a whole new grift next month once the actual trial kicks off. Candace.
Questions, so people don't think Turning Point USA looks so suspicious. Don't try to like mom the organization and say, "Well, mother's upset because people are coming after her kids and all of this multi-million-dollar subsidiaries. That's my children." Okay. The multi-million-dollar subsidiaries, Turning Point, like Turning Point Action, all that, those are my kids. So you can't critique them. Not a good idea. Okay. It may work in PR world. You guys, I know how it's an obvious PR campaign. It's never been more obvious of a psychological operation. I actually wish they would put me on payroll so I could help them make these things look more organic.
There is a theory out there that George Farmer, her husband, wanted to actually take over TPUSA. So if that's true, that adds a little motive to maybe explain why Candace is obviously trying to burn down TPUSA. Could be. Just asking questions. But I read something online. I got a tip online.
Then having every single person that has been telling us to stop asking questions all make the exact same video within 4 seconds of each other, being like, "Whoa! Whoa, Erika Kirk shuts down the No, she didn't even respond to one of the conspiracies. She gave us emotion.
The trial, Candace. There's a trial coming out next month, Candace. That's more important than her fucking responding to wild shit, okay? So she's supposed to, spend 2 hours going over every fucking claim you've ever made, Candace? That's what you want?
She gave us emotion. She said, "I'm a mother."
First of all your claims have turned out to be fucking utter nonsense, Candace. So there's no need to respond to utter fucking nonsense.
"I am a wife," and we never asked about whether she was mother or wife. We want to know if she is a CEO and a chairman. And a CEO and a chairman has to compartmentalize. A CEO and a chairman...
Compartmentalize? You mean compartmentalize? Or compartmentalize? Is it compartmentalize or compartmentalize? We got a genius here, boys.
Cannot respond to...
I fuck up words all the time, too. I can't throw shade about that.
Valid questions and critiques about finances, about shady actions that are being taken by people that require presidential pardons, people that are meaningfully asking why we are not getting a clear answer of what took place on September 10th, a CEO, okay, does not get to respond and say, that's my family.
She doesn't get to do that? Like, but Candace, what if you're wrong? And what if Tyler Robinson actually murdered Charlie Kirk? Of course, that's out of the realm of possibility because you fucking know everything, right? You know everything already. There's no way that's the case. But let's just, for, the sake of the point I'm making here, let's just say Tyler Robinson actually did it. Then what would you call what you're doing right now? Right? Insinuating TPUSA had something to do with it. Insinuating Erika Kirk had something to do with it. Insinuating France and Israel and the maroon shirts. And I mean, we could go on all day with the amount of people she's insinuated having some involvement in this murder. Donald Trump himself. What would you call that? I'd call that the behavior of a fucking disgusting, evil woman. That's what I would call it. So you better fucking hope it wasn't Tyler Robinson, because I mean, I do an investigation, but at least know how to act like an investigator and stop accusing every fucking person that you could think of every other day. Like, save that till the end of the case when you have all the evidence and not just questions, you retard. But no. Who cares about people? Who cares about the fucking what happens when I do things? I'll just do what I want to do and make a bunch of money and fuck everybody else, right?
But face licketh us and super chatted $3. They both be dumb in.
You talking about Erika and Candace? I mean, I don't know Erika that well. She don't seem
at Area
that bright.
51C super chatted $1.99. Trump had a trial, so is Trump a guilty criminal?
So you're not going to believe the trial already? You haven't even seen the trial. So you can actually watch the trial and then you can form an opinion like we did with the Trump trial that, hey, this is total bullshit. This is a political fucking hit job using the lawfare. But you need to see the trial first and the evidence, don't you?
Super chatted $6.65. Bots are absolutely being used to steer opinion. It's melting people's brains.
Yeah, well, we're at the point where it's too hard to distinguish. So everybody's just suspicious that everybody else is bots and you can't really prove it. So, but they exist. We know they do. And yeah. Who knows, man? Who knows? But shit is getting weird. Shit is getting weird. Thank you, Tech. Thank you guys for the super chats. What did we have next here? Candace Owens confirms she's not giving up her investigation. So I guess what she said wasn't true. She very clearly acted like she gave a fuck about Erika Kirk in the Mourning Widow, because at the time people still cared. They were still like, look, this is, she just had her husband killed. Why are we doing this to her? So she had to act like she cared at that time because the public still kind of cared. But now her audience does not care. They want meat, and they want her to go after Erika because they think she's weird, and doesn't she sound weird when she talks? It sounds like she's acting, and high level evidence here, high level investigation skills to just basically decide like, oh, I'm suspicious. I think she had something to do with it.
At Crumpulus super chatted $5.
It does mine too, bro.
Candace's voice and volume hurts my inner ear. Glad you're back, Ping. Welcome back to the Pingdom.
Thank you, Crumpulus. I'm glad to be back, bro. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, I agree. It's hard for me to listen to her as well, but I think it's important that we have to speak out about this shit now. This shit's gotten out of control. It's literally fucking retarded. We need to be focusing on the media. It's radicalization of the left wing that led to a fucking probably mentally challenged kid murdering a man in cold blood because he was radicalized by the fucking media. And who knows what else, right? There might have been other things at play there, but he definitely was radicalized. That needs to be the story until I start seeing something like all the evidence comes out. Because, by the way, the most evidence we have, talking about real evidence, not just questions and speculations and theories, points to Tyler Robinson. But that's boring, right? That's not fun. You can't make 30 episodes about that. That's not a fun watch, right? Oh, we got the guy. Case closed. No, that's not fun. Let's drag it out for 3 months and keep blaming everybody. Every day it's a new person. Every day it's a new person that's involved in this shit. Anyway, let's watch this Candace Owens further responding.
Theo, we are in this garden, okay? And we're not getting out of this garden.
Thank you for the super chat, brother.
Fed slop narrative. We're just not getting out of the garden.
They keep saying this, her and Ian, the Fed slop narrative. They're using the same tactics that the left does of projecting what they're doing onto the other side. Okay? The only slop narratives I'm seeing is coming straight from this fucking dumb bitch. Okay, Candace fans, I know you're so sensitive. If I call her a dumb bitch, you're like, oh no, he called my lover a dumb bitch. She's a dumb bitch. Okay? Everybody with the brain can fucking see that. She's a dumb bitch. And the only slop narrative I see is coming out of this dumb bitch. And Ian is riding that fucking train all the way fucking into the fucking cliff, off the cliff, bro. But yeah, let's hear more of this genius.
With trying to emotionally manipulate us and say it's not. This feels like COVID, right? It's not like COVID-19. It's like
yeah, this is like COVID. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's like COVID. It's like how they lied to us about COVID. No, this is not like COVID, retard.
Candace 19.
No, I will no longer ever be playing a ballistic video, JDD.
4815 super chatted $1.99. Any ballistic videos tonight?
I will never do that ever again, JDD, because I can't take that fucking chance. Candace can. Candace can play the same fucking ballistics video I am and be fine. Even though there should be more eyeballs on her shit because she has the biggest show on the fucking planet. In the known fucking universe. But yeah, I'm not taking that chance again. I'll just fucking talk about it and explain what's going on without showing the footage. Because yeah, I'm just not taking that chance again, bro. I'm not taking that chance again. Thank you for the two.
It's a fake virus. Like, oh, you got infected. You just can't do it. 6 feet social distancing from Candace Owens. We're going to get every influencer on social media. 6 feet social distancing. Save lives. What are you, a grandma killer? What, you just don't like him? What? And then Tim's all
Yeah. Me crashing out and being schizophrenic and fucking blaming everybody in the world for Charlie Kirk's murder. It's like COVID. It's like COVID when the government told you couldn't leave your house. That's what it's like. And they're trying to shut me down the same way they shut down your questions of COVID. No, retard. That's not what this is. That's so fucking retarded and disingenuous.
Fired up. She's a C-word. People are going to die if you don't get this vaccine. And I'm like, I feel like maybe the government's not telling us the truth. We're right back to that, but it's Candace 19. It's Candace 19.
Yeah, this does piss me off, Bigfoot stepping, because COVID is a big deal to me, and it's like we've all kind of forgot about it, but it's like that's not a conspiracy. That's straight up in your face. The government said you can't leave your house, you can't visit your dying grandparents, your kids can't go to school, and you have to to rally everybody behind her cause based on this is like COVID. Like it's just fucking. First of all, it's not true, and I just see through it. I just wish I had better words to explain how fucking terrible it is. Because yeah, you're lowering. You can't put this on the COVID pedestal, okay? You cannot. Okay, this is you being an idiot. And if there were conspiracies there around Charlie Kirk and what happened, shit, yes, please talk about them, reveal them, ask good questions that maybe there are questions to be asked right now. Like, why were there people saying he was going to be killed on that day? Why were there trans accounts saying that? Was there some sort of behind the scenes planning or coordinate? Like, there are questions to be asked. Why did that guy come out right away? And that weird guy, he seemed like he was trying to be a patsy or something. There are legitimate questions that we don't have answers to right now that are worth asking. And if there's a conspiracy there that you've figured out, that you've got some good evidence for, please present it. Okay, I'm all for that. What she's doing is ruining that. What she's doing is making it so if there is any conspiracies uncovered in the future, people, because trust me, right now the crowds are behind her. That shit's not going to last. The crowd's going to turn on her as soon as they flip the bots or they fucking wake up and finally, I don't know, have a dream in their sleep about Candace Owens trying to kill them or something. And then they'll wake up because that's what these people need. They needed to come in a dream for them to believe it, I guess. And then, eventually everybody's going to turn on her. It's going to happen. It's guaranteed. And I don't know. I lost my point. I hate when I do that.
At Area 51C super chatted $1.99. Ping break down the evidence not ad hominem attack.
What evidence should I break down, Area 51? The DNA evidence that they took from the crime scene? Oh, is that fake? They don't have evidence, Area 51. They have questions. They have things like, There's no way this could happen, right? Bro, there's no way you could say this could happen. Which I'm going to go over that because it always comes down. Everything else falls flat, and they always come back to a 30-06 could never do this, bro. And I will break that down, Area 51, but that'll be at the end. That'll be one of the last things we talk about.
That's what it is. And they think that maybe if they put the little 6 feet social distancing pads in the grocery store, that the PSYOP will win and make us believe that this is like common sense is the virus. I'm the common sense virus. It's coming around. It's so evil.
She's common sense. Funny.
Stay at home, wear a mask, save lives. You don't want to catch it. You don't want to catch the common sense, you guys. You don't want to catch it. Anyways, I dare. I'm sorry, I dare. And I have been very careful because I wasn't sure what direction she was going to go. If she was like, I was like, look, she's got a whole business that she's got to figure out. There's a lot of people in her ear. Maybe they like did this transition too quickly and she's just like keeping her head like, no, what she's saying is Turning Point USA is untouchable. And it's a no from me.
It's not that they're untouchable. It's not like you're fucking just questioning their financials, okay? It's not like you're like, this is something like we're like, oh, this person is a bad person. I got proof. No, you're literally making people think that they murdered Charlie Kirk. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing as, oh, don't ask questions. Just shut. No. It's the level of what you're doing. You're making people think that they had something to do with the murder of Charlie Kirk. You understand the level of that? That's not just like, oh, don't ask questions. Asking questions is off limits. They're not the same thing.
But you know me. I'm just out here saying what needs to be said. We'll be right back after.
No, you're not.
Message from our.
No, you're not. You're out here fucking grifting your ass off and loving the attention you're getting. You don't just get widowed into chairman and CEO. Okay.
Well, now you're going to have to prove that you have the ability to be a CEO and a chairman and not just a wife who we expect emotion from. And you're rightful in that capacity. You are rightful to have emotion. You are rightful to be the aggrieved widow, but you don't get to just be widowed into the position of chairman and CEO. You don't get to respond to, well, in this case, investors, donors.
She decides again. She decides. You don't get to be that. You don't get to be the CEO. I've decided. You don't decide anything, Candace. That was Charlie Kirk's wish for her to take over as CEO. So now she's CEO. Tough shit, Candace. I know that hurts, but that's life.
Who have given money and are asking meaningful questions with, no, you don't get replies right now because this is the Charlie Kirk show, fam. Doesn't work this way, okay? Well, now you're going to have to...
It's not her job to reply, dude. The same thing that you always say, like, why isn't the police releasing this evidence? And why... Dude, there's a trial coming up. That's why. The best thing to do for the trial, so the person who actually murdered Charlie Kirk, who all the evidence points to actually murdered Charlie Kirk, actually can get a fair trial. That's more important than your stupid fucking show, Candace. There's another clip, dude. Did I lose that clip? Fuck. There's another clip where she says that women shouldn't be CEOs, maybe. She's like, I don't know, women are emotional. Maybe they shouldn't be CEOs. I don't know. I might agree with that. And I also don't think maybe women shouldn't be heading up investigations. If you think women shouldn't be CEOs, Candace, maybe women shouldn't be doing investigations as well because you're obviously fucking terrible at it. I mean, by your own logic here. Oh, what do we got? The insiders know. So I guess Tim has some insiders. He's got some tipsters as well. So the insiders know that Candace Owens openly admitted she hated Charlie Kirk. I believe this by her behavior. She claims that she's the only one speaking for Charlie Kirk because she loved Charlie Kirk. They were best friends. She shows all these emails from like 7 years ago about how they were so good friends. But her behavior, it doesn't seem like somebody who actually liked Charlie Kirk. It seems like somebody that wants to destroy his legacy and wants to finish the job. What I mean by finish the job is, well, they already killed him, but now we got to kill his reputation, his company. We got to kill everything about him. We can't let him be a martyr. We got to destroy his image, his company, everything. Burn it all down. It's not enough that he's dead. That's the way it feels like to me, you know, spiritually. I just spiritually feel that way.
We got to go there.
Was that girl?
You know, behind the scenes, Candace was telling people that she hated Charlie.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Weird. It sounded like that girl.
The problem is there are a ton of people. So
I don't think your show might be unironically be that important. I don't know, Sagato. I can see what you're saying because it's just a bunch of dumb housewives, a bunch of gossipy women. But you look at the numbers she's doing. She's doing 150,000 concurrent viewers. How many numbers do you think the president does if he goes live? Like, she probably reaches more people with her message than the president of the United States and any other fucking news agency, any other outlet. So you can't pretend like she's not going to affect things. Her opinions and her conspiracies are not going to like affect a large portion of the population and how they see things. Like the dumb ones, though. It's clearly the retarded ones. And no, they're not legitimately retarded, but they're pretty close.
Before Charlie Kirk was killed, Candace had been telling a bunch of people, and I have names, Candace. I have names because I get tips too. She was telling people that she hated Charlie.
You got a point. I think people are watching because it's a train wreck. I mean, yeah, it's like what percentage? Is it like 30K that are there that hate her, that are hate watching and just watching because it's fucking insane? But then, you know, I've seen it. Like Tim Pool's seen it. Everybody that's come out and has like rallied against this level of insanity, we get attacked very hardcore. So there's either a lot of bots or there's a very, very healthy mob of people, a large healthy mob who are falling for this shit. What's up, Bob?
At Bobreen 1108 super chatted $5. Spiritually, one shouldn't do to others what they would hate done to themselves.
Yeah, I mean, people should follow that. They don't follow that, though. They don't follow that. You know, if this was being done to Candace, if Candace's husband was murdered, and somebody was raking in the views, making it look like Candace did it, and you know, there was no real there, just fucking a bunch of tabloid-style bullshit, I'm sure Candace would be upset. I'm sure Candace would make her whole show about how she's a victim. But yeah, it's okay if she does it. Thank you for the $5, Bob.
And these people are scared to speak out because they fear that Candace will do things like put them on a thumbnail that says who benefited from Charlie Kirk's death, like she did to me. They fear that...
So yeah, she's been going after Tim,
At
too.
Area 51C super chatted $1.99. If you're not a deep state tool, thoughts on Epstein?
Okay, so I don't think you're trolling anymore, Area 51. Hey, you know what? I appreciate the people who disagree with super chats. That's the nicest way to disagree. What are my thoughts on Epstein? Okay, well, I guess we'll derail the show a little bit. I think Epstein was working for Mossad. I think he was working for our own government. And I think Trump really dropped the fucking ball by going against, you know, what he told us he was going to do and release all the files. The logic behind that, I don't know. I've always said he makes himself look like he's guilty of some shit by doing that. But yeah, I mean, my opinion on Epstein's like everything else. Like everybody else's, basically, dude. What do you think I'm going to say? What? Epstein did nothing wrong? Or like, what do you think I'm going to say about it, dude?
People will start harassing them, make up lies about them, which is happening to us here at Timcast. And they fear that some psychotic retard who follows Candace, no, I'm not saying everyone who follows her is a psychotic retard. I'm saying at least one of them will harm them. And these people haven't been speaking up. Now, more and more people are starting to. Good. So I'm looking forward to those people who have been saying behind the scenes that Candace hated Charlie Kirk and she was just going on and on about it. Maybe if they said something from the get-go, we wouldn't be in this position. But Candace knows people are afraid of her.
Well, when you got that big of an audience, dude, yeah, everybody's afraid because, especially like an audience that's that fucking diehard, because they will attack like crazy. Shit, you just try to say, hey, here's more information so you can make an informed opinion about how a 30-06 could possibly not have an exit wound. We're going to go after your company now. We're going to go and leave a bunch of bad reviews and try to destroy your business that you spent 30. Yeah, I think there's a reason people are afraid to speak out. I think there's a reason. Yeah, insiders, like Tim just said here, that Candace Owens openly admitted she hated Charlie Kirk. I think it's very similar to what we saw with Milo. There is a bone to pick with TPUSA. These people clearly hated TPUSA. But after Charlie Kirk's death, it can't be about I hated Charlie Kirk, right? You can't do that. It's very unpopular. Everybody supports Charlie Kirk now. Now, you know, but you could still hate TPUSA. So yeah, I think they're just disgruntled, man. I think they're mad. TPUSA might have legitimately treated them wrong and not had their back. You know, like Milo, they didn't have Milo's back. I'm sure they didn't have Candace's back through a lot of shit. But yeah, that's I think might be some of the motive here. Or like people have pointed out before, Candace was in love with Charlie. There's some sort of romance thing going on here. Oh my, how things change. So many people who were ride or die with Nick are now just really upset with Nick because he won't go along with the fucking madness, with the crazy woman fucking drama. I guess there's a lot must be a bunch of crazy, gossipy women groypers out
Candace
there. I
might
don't
be
know.
partially wrong, but the FBI narrative is verbatim to the JFK magic bullet theory.
Oh
Why
my
trust
gosh, fuck you. You're stupid.
Seething Groy percent.
People go, all you're saying is you're stupid. Yeah, you're stupid. Next.
Seething Groy percent $20.
You know, I think Nick did so much harm to himself and to the America First movement. But when he's right, and I agree with him, I can really enjoy me some Nick. And right here, this is when I really enjoy Nick.
The Candace Owens thing, I'm just gonna no, I will not explain myself. It's honestly, it's a filter. If you're falling for it, you're stupid. If you're not, congratulations, you made it. To me, it's so simple. If you're falling for this, there's something off about this, I have no respect for you. I have next to no respect for you. And I think you are a casualty of the Matrix. I feel sorry for you. You're an NPC. If we have to shoot you to kill Agent Smith, I will do it. Metaphorically, obviously, in the hypothetical. It's the saddest.
Well, I got a new clip to take out of context there.
Most disappointing thing.
Yeah, everybody mentions Nick's backdrop. It's fucking insane. It's 20 Christmas trees back there, Nick? It looks good. It makes me feel like I underdid it.
I've been doing this for 10 years. I thought we were leading a truth movement, and then I see how quickly people just get...
Yeah, J.O. Dubs, the FBI could be lying. There could be a conspiracy here, and we're going to miss that actual conspiracy, chasing down the fucking crazy delusions of a crazy woman. You understand? So both things could be true. There could be a conspiracy. This could be a cover-up. There could be all this shit, and we're all going to miss the real story because we're following the fucking dreams of a crazy woman.
Easily steered away.
But the argument it's always made, if you don't believe Candace, that means you believe the FBI narrative, blah, 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 blah. I believe it more than I believe Candace. That's for sure. So I guess I'm guilty.
With obvious bullshit and red herrings, and I'm like, why do we even play the game? Why? Why do we even do it? It's tragic. It's actually tragic. I'm not even trying to convince you anymore. If you find that compelling, I'm just saying you're stupid, and I don't want you to watch my show. Why would you trust that? I'm not engaging with you. You are an idiot. Watch her show. Don't watch.
See, statements like these, Razzie Luchiha 7580. I mean, you're welcome to have your opinion, right? He says, love Nick, but he's wrong here. Something's off for sure. Erika is an operative. You're welcome to think that. But you don't know that she's an operative. You're just like, oh my God, she's kind of awkward in the way she speaks. She seems like she's rehearsed and she's reading from a script, and that means she's an operative. I mean, come on. You're allowed to have that assumption and make that idea out there. You're welcome to do that. But let's be real. You don't know if she's a fucking operative. You're just going off the fact that it's a little weird the way she talks. Well, I don't think she's a fucking public speaker. She was probably never good at public speaking, and now she's getting trained in public speaking, and it's a little awkward and weird. Right? It's not as good as Charlie or anybody else that can speak publicly and come across naturally. It's a little weird, but that doesn't mean she's a fucking operative, dude. That's a little of a large conclusion to jump to. You can go, it's a little suspicious. There's a possibility maybe down the line, but I really don't know. That's, to me, the logical assumption is to go, it's a little suspicious, a little weird, but I mean, how do I know if she's an operative? I don't know. To me, that level of thinking is it's just a little weird, but you're welcome to think that way.
Watch me, go somewhere else. You're not welcome back. We're at that point now. I'm not appealing to retards. I'm not explaining myself to retards. I don't need to. I don't want to.
Seething Groy percent $20. Candace is slowly boiling the frog with her audience. So few people have even noticed how she's intertwined her Brigitte Macron conspiracy into her Charlie Kirk conspiracy.
I pointed that shit out. Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's so frustrating because I say the things that these guys always fucking say, but before they say them. And I'm like, are they watching my show? No, it's just parallel thinking. Obviously, it's common sense, logical thinking. And other people that are capable of common sense, logical thinking and deductive reasoning and analytical thinking, they arrive in the same conclusions, okay? But yeah, it is a little odd that everything comes back to Bridget Macron. A little odd, it's a little too convenient that everything comes back to Bridget Macron. But I guess I'm just the weird guy for being suspicious about that.
Ian Fedslop Carroll conveniently leaves that part out because even he knows it's batshit.
Yeah, well, and here's the best part. Here's how you know it's insane. I saw Tucker Carlson's brother, Buckley. Today, he said on Twitter, he goes, well, Candace doesn't always get it right, but when she doesn't get it right, it's because she's being fed bad information by state-level actors. So Candace is always right. If she gets something wrong, it's because that's the conspiracy too. So she's either 100% right, and if she gets anything wrong, it's because she's on the right track and they're trying to trip her up. You can't argue with someone like this. This is why I don't engage, because you're arguing with crazy people. You can't win an argument with crazy people. You can't win an argument with someone who is that divorced from reality. I'll pull it up.
Don't tell anybody cyber Twitch, but I am part French. So, maybe I'm working with France, bro. If that's the, the level of jumping to conclusions. Oh, okay, he's part French. He's got some French blood in him. We can't trust him.
And I'll read it to you.
I'm working for the Macrons.
And if you don't see it at this point, I don't even know what to tell you. Buckley says, if some of her sources are lying to her, and clearly some are, it's because there is a concerted, state-sponsored effort to discredit her central claim, which is that the official story is not true. Classic flood the zone strategy. So how do you argue with a person like this? Notice, she's never wrong. She doesn't make mistakes. She doesn't make errors. She's not stupid. She has no responsibility. If she gets anything wrong, we've talked past that. It's because her sources are lying to her. And you might say, well, doesn't she have accountability for that? Shouldn't she vet her sources? No, because he says there's a concerted, state-sponsored effort to discredit her by feeding her bad intelligence. So it's impossible for her to discern. She has no responsibility to vet sources, vet information, because if she makes errors, it is because she is being flooded with bad info by extremely sophisticated state-level actors.
Oh, so it's just more it's more meat for the fucking conspiracy. Oh, I got things wrong because there's this large conspiracy to trick me, and it's just more evidence that they're covering something up. Is that what he's saying?
And they're doing this because they're trying to get her off of the path and discredit her central claim. So no matter how wrong she gets it, no matter how wrong she is, no matter how many errors there are, she's never at fault, and they never count against her credibility. Actually, they buttress her credibility. Go figure. So if she gets something right, she's more credible. If she gets something wrong, it's because they're trying to trip her up because she's so right. So that means she's over the target even more so. How can you argue?
You know what I got to do? I'm going to buy a bunch of maroon fucking t-shirts. I'm going to buy this same shirt, but I'm going to buy it. If they have it, I'm going to buy it in maroon. I think I'm going to start wearing a lot of maroon. I might scare some of the Candace fans. Like if I go down the street wearing maroon, Candace fans might be, they might start taking pictures and following me and shit. Be like, oh, we got a fucking live military fucking undercover hitman.
You with the person.
This shit is so stupid, bro. It's so stupid, but people just refuse to acknowledge how stupid it is. And that's the part that's man, the IQ of the average American is just getting low. And it's okay if you questioned it and you kind of fell down the rabbit hole. But if you don't fall down the rabbit hole and eventually wind up with, this is fucking nonsense, you need to reevaluate your level of thinking and how you scrutinize things, because there's a problem there.
Like this. That is the definition of irrationality. You can't win. They will make these
It's a military color. So is green a military color, Derpa Derpa? It's a military color? What are we talking about? Is that the only military color? What is any? It's so silly, Derpa Derpa.
Wild claims. They'll say it's a conspiracy.
Maroon is a military color. Okay. There's a lot of military colors, dude.
Involving France, Israel, Brigitte Macron, the Egyptian military. And you start to pick apart at it, and then they retreat and say, well, hey, we're just saying something's up. You go, Brigitte Macron's involved. They say, hey, we're just saying something's up. You believe the official story? Okay. It's like, no, but you're laying out all these things and none of it is true. It's filled with like logic problems and errors. And you point that out and they go, oh, well, why?
You want me to Google maroon is an official military color? Okay, I'm gonna let's Google this. Okay, it's means nothing, but let's Google it. Okay, is maroon a military color? Yes, maroon is a distinct military color. Okay, let me ask this: what other colors are military colors? Military colors go far beyond just camouflage. They include iconic branch colors like Army green, Navy blue, Marine scarlet, Air Force gold / blue, and specific branch corps colors like infantry blue, artillery red. Jesus, every color is a military color. It looks like everybody in the crowd must have been in on it, dude. So yeah, maroon is a military color. Got it. They're all that means they're all military. They're all undercover fucking military people. What about the guys in green shirts? I guess those guys don't count. What about the other colors, guys?
Are you trying to debunk us? Is it because you're trying to get us
God bless you guys. I love you.
off the trail? So that's why I say this is like a shamanistic thing now. It has become like a shamanistic, like the village seer. It has become an actual like third world cult of stupid women. Stupid women watching the soap opera.
He's so on the money here. And it's sad how many men are falling for this too. Guys, I don't know, single mom, maybe, I don't know what's going on there, guys, but this is not manly behavior.
Led by a wounded narcissist who is she's just plain dumb. And Tim Pool is right. She's an evil, whatever this is, it's evil. So I read that. I said, I can't believe what I'm hearing. It's Kash Patel and the FBI. It's Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. It's Erika Kirk and Blake Neff. It's Jack Posobiec and Turning Point. It's Brigitte and Emmanuel Macron and the French government and French intelligence. It's Netanyahu and the state of Israel. It's the Egyptian military and Egyptian intelligence. It's the Utah State Police. It's everybody that was in the audience wearing a maroon shirt. Everybody in the audience that picked up a phone. Everybody in the audience that looked like they reacted in a funny way. It was some state senator that ran for mayor. It's Tyler Robinson and his entire...
And it's so great how she could just throw shit out there that's just retarded. And then the next episode, she's on to something else. And it's like... her audience never goes, but hey, what about you try to sell us on that? And then now we're just on to something else now? I mean, it must be nice, man. It must be nice.
Her family, it's me, and it's Tim Pool, and it's everyone that doesn't believe her. Like, how big is the conspiracy? And who's directing this? The Frankists? Brigitte Macron? This is setting us back probably 5 years. I don't know where this is headed. But whenever this ends, it will have set all of us back 5 years. The damage to the credibility.
This ain't going away. First of all, the amount of views you get doing this ensures that people will copy this. And this level of brain rot retardation that is like flat earth level brain rot retardation will continue. And it will get worse as the population gets even fucking dumber. Because we're not getting smarter. We're going to get dumber. It's going to get worse. People are going to become fucking legitimately brain dead. And yeah, 5 years back, we're riding this cliff all the way down. I don't think it's going 5 years back. I think we're going all the way. I don't know. Okay, I'm a little black pilled. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be okay.
Of everybody involved, the way that everyone's...
But everybody is retarded, dude. I don't know if you've noticed this. The number of retarded people are outnumbering the number of like logical people who can still think. And I don't know if the distinction is like, were you raised in this TikTok generation or were you raised before the internet when you actually had to think for yourself? I don't know if that's the distinction. It seems like it could be, but yeah, the dummies are outnumbering us, and that's scary. It's scary, and it ain't improving.
Been stirred up. This whole misinformation, it's going to set us back like 5 years, and it's not good. So what do you even say to that? And they're all like that. I've seen it from a ton of people. It's like, for example, the claim is that, well, the Israel lobby killed him because Charlie wouldn't back down from having Tucker speak at the event. I go, okay, but Tucker has spoken at a Turning Point event since the assassination, and he's headlining America Fest still. And you say, so how does that fit into the theory? They killed Charlie because they didn't want Tucker to speak. Well, they killed Charlie, and now Tucker's speaking anyway. You say, so how does that work? And they go, well, if they didn't let him speak, that would be too obvious. So in 2 years, that's when we're going to watch.
See, they have no interest in the truth, right? Like when evidence comes out that goes against what they're saying, rather than going, actually, guys, I got this new data. Let's present this so that we can have a fuller picture and make a more informed decision. No. They just keep doubling down on retard shit. It's like when people come out and they go, actually, a lot of hunters have shot 30-06s and not had an exit wound. And there's a lot of variables that are not at play here that you can't track for with your stupid little fucking experiments with your big gun go boom that seems to prove something. No, you just keep doubling down, tripling down, fucking justifying your crazy belief however you can with whatever fucking crazy idea comes to you. It's like, dude, you should be interested in the truth and taking in all data, even the data that proves you're wrong, because the fucking idea at the end of the day is to get to the truth. But it doesn't seem like it. Like when I see Ian Carroll and he refuses to talk about all of the shit, he refuses to acknowledge the MLK assassination and the 30-06 that didn't exit there. He refuses to address the fact that we have tons of wartime data showing, yes, sometimes it doesn't exit. We have people, you always say, well, I shot a deer and it never exited. I know for sure. No, there's tons of fucking hunters that have reported shooting a deer with a 30-06 and it not exiting. Okay, and then you got to look at the fact that he could have used a hollow point. He could have used a fucking a defective round that may have been old. The gun might have been defective. Okay, he shot from a higher elevation that could have created more tumble. But no, I shot a cadaver, that was just like some meat, and it's like it's not even. I don't know, man. It's just so silly, dude. It's so fucking silly. Let me get these super chats. Thank you, guys.
At Spocko 2181 super chatted $4.99. I just wish these people were consistent. If she was an operative, why wouldn't they have picked a better actress?
Good point. Good point.
At Hunter Vex. Super chatted $2. My opinion greater than everyone else's opinion. Kissing face emoji.
How you doing, Hunter? Thank you for the super chat, brother. Thank you, Freeman, for the 20.
3 super chatted $20. It started in the 1920s, when Marxist ideology critical theory came to America.
Yeah, it feels like there's definitely some sort of something there. Some connection to that. But thank you for the 20, Frey. Oh, what was the first one? Where did it go? Shit. I wish these people were consistent. If she was an operative, why wouldn't they have picked a better actress? Yeah, why wouldn't they have picked a better actress? Second of all, why wouldn't they have just made sure the gun fucking lined up? Right? Like, so you're saying that they used a different caliber, right? Maybe they used a 5.56 or something like that to kill Charlie Kirk, or maybe it was a pistol, whatever. And they put the wrong fucking ammo on the Patsy? They put the wrong gun and the wrong ammo on the Patsy. Like they went and did this high level fucking genius level cover up conspiracy to murder Charlie Kirk. And they couldn't even get the fucking ammo and gun right on the Patsy. But no, of course, we won't think like that because, clearly they made a mistake and now we know everything. Okay.
And you go, wow.
You
so
chats,
there's
guys.
like, no matter what you say, there's always some excuse. There's always like a new permutation. There's always some new place it can go. Oh, well, if Tucker speaks at America Fest, that's because they had to let him do it. It would be too obvious. So in 2027, that's when he's not going to speak. So we have to wait 2 years to see. Wow. Okay. And they always treat it like it's obvious. They go, well, obviously. It's actually psychically painful to have to deal with that. Like psychically painful to have to treat the subject when you're dealing with people like that. It's like QAnon on steroids. I feel like this is like the remnant of QAnon. This is like Candace Owens. She's like Kylo Ren going to that planet. And whoever was behind QAnon was like, okay, you want to see some real shit? I'm really just separating myself out. I'm saying let's draw a hard line. If you're in the Candace cult, I want no overlap. I'm not hospitable to that at all. So if you have a problem with that, go somewhere else. I'm drawing a firm line in the sand. If you're with that, you have to get out. We do gatekeeping here to protect the integrity of the message. That has to be outside of it. Just like QAnon, just like Flat Earth, just like this nonsense. This is kookery.
You're right. It is weird. He says QAnon instead of QAnon. QAnon. He's that Chicago accent, bro.
Stupid, and I'm drawing a line. It's got to go. That's how it is.
So yeah, no, dude. I did watch on Rumble. It was a while back, and man, yeah, he was getting so much shit in the comment section, just like I do, you know, and a lot of people do, for not going along with Candace. It's just ridiculous, dude. It's so weird. Nick Fuentes destroys Candace Owens and Ian Carroll for continuing to push these lunatic conspiracy theories. And like, he's getting so many super chats about this. Noticing is about paying attention to evidence, not finding any in every possible thing and throwing it at the wall and to see what will stick.
Nick, keep an open
By
mind.
the way, it's going to be a long episode tonight, boys. I'm already an hour and a half, or no, because I started 15 minutes late. About an hour, close to an hour and a half in, and I got so much to talk about, so much to catch up on. So, yeah. Strap in. It's going to be a long episode.
The involvement in Charlie's assassination. There are many fact and suspicious events pointing that way. Why are we stopped noticing when it comes to this? America first.
You're an idiot. Sorry. Thank you for the big super chat, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wish I could get to the point where I could tell somebody who sent me a $200 super chat that you're an idiot. I don't think I could do that. It's like, dude, you might have a terrible take, but you're an angel. Thank you for the $200. But Nick, man, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He goes right in.
Nick, keep an open mind on Israeli involvement in Charlie's assassination. There are many fact and suspicious events pointing that way. Why are we stopped noticing when it comes to this? America first.
You're an idiot. Sorry. Thank you for the big super chat, but I'm sorry. If you're on the Candace Owens train, I'm not even going to pretend like I'm going to try to appease you. It's wrong. It's stupid.
Look, here's the thing. Joe Dubs, he says, I don't believe either of them. I definitely don't believe the FBI, though. They lie for a living. Okay. You realize, like, it's the state that's bringing the case and that's going to present the evidence and who actually is in charge of everything here. It's the state. Okay. And if you're going to have that opinion about Charlie Kirk, do you have that opinion about every murder? If you hear that somebody got murdered, in your city, and then they found the guy, do you go, I don't believe that's the guy? Everybody lies. But is it only the Charlie Kirk one where, and again, I guess because I don't see the logic in murdering Charlie Kirk. I know a lot of you guys are like, well, it's because he was becoming, he was going against the Jewish plan or whatever. I just do not see the logic in a deep state fucking conspiracy to murder Charlie Kirk of all people. Donald Trump, yes. Not fucking Charlie Kirk, bro. It's just silly to me. But again, I guess I'm naive.
All of it is stupid, and I'm not going to entertain it at all. And I thought Tim Pool had an epic go off on it tonight. It was awesome. I have never seen such a clear-cut case of an individual person being such an unnecessary detriment through sheer ignorance and irresponsibility. I've never seen it.
Nick he's putting it. God, I wish I could find the words the way Nick does here, because he's nailing it.
Because you could say other people that have done things like Shapiro or Charlie Kirk or whoever, you could say they're part of a system or there's an incentive structure. They're playing by the rules, whatever. Candace is spearheading this thing. Like, she is creating this hysteria, and it is to the detriment of everybody. It is to the detriment of the right wing broadly. It is to the detriment of anyone that's seriously talking.
Yes, Go Works. I know people, and I don't even know if that's confirmed. Isn't that reported from Candace? Or is that confirmed? If it's confirmed, but isn't that just reported from Candace? Go Work says Charlie Kirk was saying they might kill me. Who the fuck is they? Have you heard influencers lately? They all think they're about to be fucking murdered. Okay? Legitimately, because they have death threats. Somebody like Charlie Kirk has death threats from fucking all the time from leftists. Tim Pool, all the time from leftists. Nick Fuentes, all the time from leftists. You get to a certain level that you're going to be scared that somebody's going to kill you, because unfortunately it fucking happens. So that's not out of the realm of possibility. And again, that's not evidence. That's not evidence to say for sure it was this or that. That's just one of those like, he definitely knew there was a possibility that something could happen to him. Well, everybody in his position knows that something like that could happen to him.
Talks about Jews in Israel, and it's to the detriment of rationality. It is the definition of hysteria. And I thought Tim Pool, very courageous, because I know he's getting shit for it, to say something about it. He had an epic go-off on it. Major respect for him. But yeah, no, I'm not with that at all. Thank you for the big super chat, but respectfully, no, disrespectfully, that is stupid, okay?
Yeah, man. I mean, it takes a bit of balls to go in on a fucking, to go in on somebody who just sent you $200, for fuck's sake.
Epic go off on it. Major respect for him. But yeah, no, I'm not with that at all. Thank you for the big super chat, but respectfully, no, disrespectfully, that is stupid. Okay?
Look, I can guarantee if somebody sent me $200, I would never treat them this way.
Okay, and I don't buy into that for 2 seconds.
No matter how mean the super chat was.
Why are we stop noticing? First of all, why are we stop noticing? You can't even write. You can't read or write. You're a fucking idiot. That's one. 2, nobody stop noticing. Noticing is about paying attention to evidence. Evidence. Not scraping the bottom of the barrel talking about maroon t-shirts and looking at flight logs and finding any and every possible thing and throwing it at the wall to see what will stick. She says to Russell Brand, it's all connected. Brigitte Macron, Charlie.
I gotta pull that up.
At Chijibkin super chatted $5. Keith Woods dropped on Twitter her grift timeline. Fascinating stuff.
Yeah, when people start like actually tracking all the claims, let me see, because I don't follow this guy, Keith Woods. Oh, okay, you're talking about the entire grift timeline, like going all the way back to her fucking racial grift bullshit, being a leftist, and then all of a sudden, yeah, I mean, she was all like fighting against racism because somebody was racist to her. Like, yeah, let me see here. Oops. You talking about this? Oh shit! Here, I gotta oh, son of a bitch.
At HunterVex. Super chatted $5.
What's up, brother?
I will say that the rise in people looking at a pack and the rise in anti-Septicisms definitely got bigger and louder after Charlie passed. Kissing face emoji, kissing face emoji, kissing face emoji.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It seemed like it was already loud before, dude. Again, this can be like, depending on your algorithm. But my algorithm was like, I was seeing it everywhere before this, dude. I mean, look at the people that were attacking Charlie Kirk. Like all these people who are like claiming that they're looking after Charlie Kirk and they're trying to bring him justice. They were viciously attacking him nonstop because he wasn't calling out Israel enough for them. But I don't know. But yeah, this is Candace. This is a rough looking Candace. In 2016, while working for a private equity firm in Manhattan, Candace Owens stopped paying rent on her $3,500 per month luxury apartment. Despite paying no rent, she continued living there for another 6 months. Then sued the landlord for the apartment having black mold, which she claimed made her very ill. This is the photo she submitted as evidence that she suffered from eczema and other ailments. Candace couldn't produce an expert witness to support her allegations, which the court concluded were a crock of shit. When the landlord countersued, she lost and was ordered to pay $17,000 in unpaid rent plus her landlord's legal expense. Yeah, it looks like she had to crash out. Yeah, her whole story is kind of sus, dude. It seems like she just found an opportunity to grift and be like the right wing, the non-woke black person that the right wing loves to prop up all the time and be like, see, look, we're not racist, left wingers. And she just ran with it, dude. And now she's burning everything down like she never fucking cared about it at all, which, makes sense. I'm sure there's more to this. Some very history here. The face of Blexit was apparently a victim. Yeah, this is all stuff I've seen reported. She started a bunch of websites about fighting racism, about fighting bullies on the internet. And then it was like turning out it was probably going to end up doxing people. So people had a problem. And And it was all she came to like notoriety because people were racist to her. But yeah, I mean, if you don't know, go look it up. She's got I mean, you could do the same thing to her that she's doing to TPUSA. You could pick her apart with questions because there's a lot of weird stuff with Candace Owens. Ain't it weird? Ain't it weird? Yeah. So remember, Tim. Let's go ahead and move on because we'll run out of time. We stick with all these long neck clips. So remember, Tim Pool, after he did his show, what was it, last Friday, I believe, the one that he had Milo on. Later that night, somebody rolled by his compound and started firing shots towards his compound. And of course, right away, everybody was like, "You're making this up. He's making this up." They don't believe any of it. Even though we've seen Tim Pool get swatted on a live stream multiple times, none of that's real. It's all a grift. It's all fake. I don't know. It seems kind of real to me. So this person here, this genius investigator, called to confirm that Tim had actually reported this to authorities to make sure that Tim's not faking it.
Yes, this is Deputy Hutchinson from Jefferson County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, hi.
What can I help you with, sir?
So my name is Adam. I go by Adam the Angler online. I run like a very small content creator, accounts.
Nobody cares,
on, like,
bro.
X and YouTube.
Just ask your question.
Anyways, Tim Pool had put out
JCD. It's such a popular word right now because the level of grifting. If people weren't grifting so hard, the word would not be used so much. But I mean, that's I don't know. Maybe we need a new word to describe it, but the level of grifting has reached unprecedented levels, JCD.
A post on X on December 6th around 8 a.m. saying that there was a shooting that took place at his compound, I guess, his residence / business.
Okay.
I have a possible address but I'm not 100%. But I just wanted to call and just verify that he has contacted you guys, like he said, because something about this just doesn't add up to me. So yeah, I just wanted to see if he's being honest or not, basically.
Essentially, I'm a weird fucking leftist. You can tell. You listen to the guy's voice. He's a weird fucking leftist. And I guarantee you, a lot of the people that are pushing this fucking Candace Owens shit so hard, I've said this before, a lot of leftists. Because they don't like the official narrative that one of their own got radicalized by the shit that they do, which is to label us Nazis, yada, etc., etc. They don't want that narrative to stick. So they really like what Candace is doing right now.
At Area 51C Super Chatted $1.99. Are you Team MTG America First or Pedialyte Trump First?
Area 51, you're going to pop quiz me? Am I MTG America First or Pedialyte Trump First? Well, I do think Trump should have been nicer to MTG. I think he turned on her and it was silly because, like, I mean, if you're going to turn on anybody, turn on fucking Lindsey Graham, turn on the fucking neocons. Don't turn on the America First types like MTG. So I disagreed with that. But I also do think it's a little weird now how MTG is running around like shitting on men. Anytime somebody, like, I forgot who it was. Somebody was like, why don't you just serve out the rest of your term? I mean, you're elected. You can still do shit. Why are you giving up? And her whole response was like an attack on men. Like, oh, you just want me as a woman to get back in the kitchen. And I don't know. It's a little weird. But yeah, I don't know if I can completely take a side at this point. I've kind of lost respect for both of them.
The only shooting I'm aware of is the murder that we had up on the mountain last month. I'm not aware of any other shootings.
Okay. Yeah, no one would have been hurt necessarily. He said in his post that it happened around 1 a.m. on the 6th of December, saying that someone approached his property and allegedly fired 3 shots. But then he said what's that?
What's his name?
Tim Pool. He's like a fairly large content creator. He covers a lot of like geopolitics and whatnot.
Okay.
And so I believe he lives within your jurisdiction, as far as I can tell. So I just
there are no calls associated with him. A report was taken. So.
I'm sorry. Say that again. You said a report was taken.
I said I just ran his name in local. So if there had been if he had reported a shooting that we responded to in Jefferson County, it would have shown up in my system, and when I just ran his name, there's no calls associated with the shooting. Yeah, there's nothing for shootings or...
Okay, so you see, at this point, they're cheering. They're like, oh my God, we got him. He didn't even report. He said he reported it, but now they say there's no report. What do you think the most likely logical explanation is? What do you think it is? Do you think this idiot called the wrong fucking people? Did he get the right district, the right county, the right sheriff's office? Wrong county. Of course. Wrong fucking county. Here we have fucking oh God, I always forget his name. What's this fucking guy's name? Cam Higbee. He got the right one. And he got the response that you would expect, which obviously Tim reported this. And by the way, it's all on camera. There's multiple cameras that captured this. It's been shown to the people that work there. Everybody's seen it. Like there will be more people outside that will be able to see it. He just obviously can't release the footage because that would essentially dox where he lives. And it would fucking show where his security cameras are. It's just not smart. But of course, that's evidence that it's all he's lying about this.
Sheriff's office. Sorry, I got tongue-tied. Sheriff's office.
No worries. Hi, this is Cameron Higbee. I just wanted to call and verify receipt of a report that should have been filed with you guys, or an incident.
Okay. Do you have the incident number?
No, I have the name of the person and the incident. So there was a shooting in Tim Pool's compound, and I wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of that. It would have been last night, so it would have been the night of 12/5. It might have been reported the following morning.
Thank you for holding. I'm so sorry.
Yep, no worries. That's totally okay.
Yeah, we just got bombarded with an issue here, so.
I totally get it. No, you guys have more important.
Well, I've seen this. People saying that Cam is a Zionist shill. I've never heard him talk about Israel. I've seen his reporting on Antifa, Chicago, Portland. He did like a lot of streamers did, journalists, whatever you call them. He went on the ground and filmed it. And I think he did good reporting there. But a lot of times you guys consider somebody taking a visit to Israel as like that means they're bought and paid for. Are you Christians? Do we have any Christians here? You're telling me you don't want to go to Jerusalem and check out the Holy Sepulchre? You don't want to check out like all the fucking amazing fucking shit that's in Israel connected to Christ? And then the fucking wall, like, oh my God, you visited the wall. I could visit the Alamo and fucking kiss the Alamo wall. That doesn't mean I fucking sold out to the Alamo. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, this level of thinking, it gets a little stupid. Okay, I get it. It's fun. Like, oh, you kissed the wall and all that. But it's like, let's be real. You're a Christian. You wouldn't want to go see the Holy Sepulchre? You wouldn't want to go, like, walk in Christ's shoes and see all of the fucking historical shit that's there? You wouldn't consider that cool? I fucking would. And I'm not even that into history. But I am into the story of Jesus. That shit fascinates me. I'd love to see where he resurrected. I'd love to go see, Golgotha, where he fucking... that'd be fascinating to me. But the second I went, now all of a sudden I'm an Israeli... I must have took $7,000. I mean, I get it if it's like Israel invites you and Israel... Like, I get it. Like, there is details to that.
Things to do, I'm sure.
That matter.
Okay, so it says here it was a third-party caller that called it in.
Okay. And what road did you say that was?
Oh.
Is he a self-proclaimed Zionist? Well, I don't know that. I've never heard him say that, but I'm guessing you have, psych.
Okay, got it. Cool. Just want to check if that would be the right road. So it's a third-party caller, and
But I'll point out this level of thinking where somebody's a Zionist, so everything they say is wrong, which you're not saying that, but a lot of people use that, right? So when they're wrong about something and somebody points out that they're wrong, if they have the wrong fucking views on something, that means like that discredits what they say. You can't think that way. I mean, that's like that level of thinking is like you say you have like a neighborhood like sex offender who's registered. Everybody knows he's a sex offender, and he comes up to you while you're coming into your house, say he's your neighbor, and he's like, hey, it's going to rain tomorrow. You might want to roll your windows up. You're going to go, well, he's a sex offender. I'm not listening to him. Fuck him. Or are you going to check the news and see what the weather is for tomorrow and go, maybe he's right. Maybe I should roll my windows up.
Was it that incident I described where somebody drove up and kind of just shot at the place?
Yes.
Amazing. Okay. Well, I'm glad that's on your guys' radar. And that was in, right?
Yes, sir.
Amazing. Okay. Thank you so much for verifying that. I appreciate it a lot.
So, yeah. But of course, they ran with it, man. They ran with it. It's all bullshit, dude. All a lie. I mean...
At Area 51C super chatted $1.99. Broping is a CO deep state Pedialyte shill.
Zio Deep State Pedialyte shill. That's a new one. That's a new one, Area 51. Thank you for the super chat. That's creative. I like it. I like it. Kremlin-funded streamer Tim Pool says he's in debt and ending his show after Russia cut off his $100K a week. So Tim's been kind of crashing out after this. I mean, look, somebody legitimately took a shot at your compound, at your place of business, 3 shots. Like, yeah, that might rattle a lot of people. And then you got just all the shit going on with Candace right now. So he's pretty fucking rattled. And he's talking about the level of security he needs to do the show is just, it's not worth doing the show. Spocko, how dare you?
2181 super chatted $1.99. Well, for been to Israel. I denounce myself.
Should never have said that, Spocko. Everybody's going to call you a Zio shill now, bro. You should have never gone to Israel. No, I mean, fuck, a lot of people go visit Israel. There's a lot. I mean, even if you're not even like religious, like the historical shit in Israel, it's fascinating, man. I'd love to go to Pompeii. I'd love to see Pompeii, man. That shit. I watched a video on it, and like the level of like, hey, this is, you literally can walk into a Roman fucking house exactly how it was in Roman. Like, that shit's cool. I'd love to see that. But I guess that'd make me a Roman shill, right?
So where does that leave us? We have 2 weeks left in the year before we go on our Christmas hiatus. You know, I'm not a big fan of any kind of hiatus. I would prefer just to work. But it is taxing. It is grueling, of course. And there's a lot of infrastructure here that requires me to work all day, every day, Monday to Friday, with some extra work on the weekends, usually meetings.
Tim, you shouldn't use that because that's how everybody has to live. You know, I mean, that's now with how expensive it is, like you probably have it light compared to the average person's schedule. So I can get why people would hear something like that and be like, oh, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. I literally put in 80 hours this week and I'm still broke. And this guy's complaining because he's got a meeting on the weekends.
But
I get it, Tim. I do.
I'm probably gonna have a stroke. My health's actually pretty good. My blood pressure is great. My resting heart rate is actually around 45. I exercise quite a bit. Haven't been able to skate in the past month or two, the holidays, and But we have to have these conversations, and I have been with the people, our contractors, people we work with, our vendors, partners. And one thing is clear: the violence will get worse. It is going to escalate. We cannot keep going as status quo. Something has to change. It may be that, as we described after the assassination of Charlie Kirk and the threat to come and shoot up our studio and our workplace, we asked, at what point do we say we can't do this anymore? The cost of running Timcast IRL Studio and the projects around it exceeds the amount of money it brings in.
This is always the risk you take when you grow your shit out, right? Like me right now. What does it cost me to do this show? Literally my living expenses. Internet. Okay. I had to get a microphone. I had to get a mixer. I had to get a fucking webcam. Okay. Very reasonable investments. But other than that, I do the show. It costs me nothing. Okay. It costs me nothing. But then if I was to be like Tim and I got to build out a studio and I got to have 20 employees and I got to like, that's always the risk, man, because this shit is all up and down. I don't know. I think what Tim's going to do is he's going to go back to just him, instead of a whole team. I don't know. We'll see. But it sounds like he's going to change things up.
That's just that breaking point, isn't it, for any business? If you need $100 to, run your restaurant, but you're only bringing 90, you go out of business. The issue? The cost isn't cameras or lights. The cost is security because of the escalation. It's an artificial cost.
Yeah, jail dubs. Yeah, any spamming, get rid of them. Just you don't have to ban. Just time them out for 24 hours, and if they keep coming back, if next episode they're back spamming again, then we can think about banning them. But just time them out for 24 hours as a beginner.
To doing business that we can't balance. We can't forego security, but we can't sustain it either. So I've had some conversations with our partners, been talking with Rumble. There may be a solution, and it's going to be rapid change very quickly. We're going to have some emergency meetings. We've already had emergency meetings for obvious reasons. And there is a possibility that the 19th is the last episode of Timcast IRL. We are doing everything we can to make sure that's.
So I'm laughing because I'm just picturing what Sir Brandon Goofmaxer said. He says Tim needs to reset and be an anonymous VTuber with a big titty anime character to do his news podcasting. Bro, that might be the future, dude. That might be the future.
It's not going to be the case.
We all need to do that.
It's no secret that I've been frustrated and disillusioned with a lot of people in politics, but that's no reason to walk away from doing our nightly show with a tremendous success. But the cost is not just money anymore. The cost is the safety of my family, myself, and there are many ideas were floating around.
Imagine that. Imagine if somebody imagine if that was really an assassination attempt and they weren't just trying to scare them. And I mean, who knows what could be just a random guy driving by firing. Who knows? I mean, it does seem suspicious. Like it was an attempted something or another. But imagine if he got murdered. Boy, would Candace Owens have another fucking year of just. All of a sudden, she would love Tim Pool. Tim Pool was the greatest, most beautiful man of all time. She would flip on him just like everybody flipped on Charlie, who hated him before. And then it would be like, well, Tim Pool was actually coming out against Israel. And, oh, man. No, it's not just crazy leftists like it's always been who think we're Nazis, who think anything that has to do with capitalism is fascism. No, that's not what it is. It's not the people who have been programmed to fucking see us as the devil, as the worst fucking possible thing to ever happen to America. No, it's not them. No. It's all a big fucking conspiracy. Don't pay attention to the media. Don't pay attention to how they psyop the entire left wing. Don't pay attention to that, guys. Candace has all the answers. Watch her. Here, and then the algorithm puts everybody here. Listen to Candace. She knows all the answers. Don't think about the left wing and how they're violent and how they're attacking ICE officers, and don't think about all that. Listen to Candace. She's got all the answers. It's such a psyop. It really does seem like a psyop. I got conspiracies too, guys. Shit's weird. So if that's all we need is something being weird for a conspiracy to be there, then there we go. Did I watch this one? Yeah, we watched that one already. Oh, okay. I got pulled behind here. What's this one? Tim goes nuclear. Okay, now this is the greatest clip from Timcast of all time. A lot of people are like, "Oh, he's being so." I love this. This is entertaining as fuck. Yell more, Tim. Yell and cuss more. This is great. He literally, I'm not overstating it, and I'm not putting this in a bad way, crashes out over this situation because he's just so fucking fed up with it. I feel him. I feel
Candace
the pain.
Owens is a fucking evil scumbag. She is a degenerate cunt. She is burning everything down, and she's gloating and smiling while she does it. And you know what you fucking told me? She has no security. She doesn't fucking deal with the shit we have to deal with. She's a piece of shit.
So, and then now Candace's team and her followers are taking this as Tim wanting Candace to be killed. Because Tim points out that she doesn't have security, which I'm sure she does. But this guy, this guest had visited her studio at one point, and there wasn't very much security. But I'm sure that's changed since then. I mean, clearly, if you believe France is trying to kill you, you would have a ton of security. But people are saying that's changed since then, and they're saying, well, this is because Tim wants something to happen to Candace. Okay.
She's making everyone else suffer. And all of these fucking conservatives out there that send me these fucking messages have no fucking balls to call her out. More and more people have started doing it. They send me these fucking messages. Good for you, Tim. Good for you, Tim. I wasn't the first person to do it. I'm not going to take credit for that. But don't fucking DM me like I did something for you as you cower, scared that she'll put you on her thumbnail and claim you benefited from Charlie Kirk's assassination, which he's doing to me right fucking now.
Yeah, that was the...
I'm fucking done with these people.
She has security, just not on the level of you.
Oh, yeah, the one fat guy you mentioned with no wall and no barrier in a suburban neighborhood with neighbors. She doesn't give two fucking shits. No one's out for her. She's lying about all of this. You told me you went to her house and she's got a 4-foot wall and one fat guy. And she doesn't give a shit about her security. Meanwhile, I get bullets fired at my fucking property and I have to go live in the middle of nowhere. And I got fucking strangers coming up to my house in Maryland, breaking in. I got people showing up and beating up the residents who try to live there. How the fuck am I even supposed to sell this property? And you know, it's all lies. It's all hypocrisy. And it is for the purpose of making money. And she does not live the way other people live. And she claims she liked Charlie. She loved Charlie. And she is burning everything down that he built because she is evil. She is evil. And I'll say it again. This conservative movement is fractured. It's fried, whatever it is. Okay. Republicans are on track to lose the midterms. They were actually trending in the other direction until Charlie Kirk was murdered.
Yeah.
And this is the point, isn't it? The most effective political assassination in history. And thanks to the likes of the vile cunt Candace Owens, she has turned Turning Point into the perpetrators of the crime that was against them. I don't get paid.
Look, you guys can say this is all an act. I think Tim was mad enough here that he even was willing to lose monetization on this whole episode. Okay? Because you realize the CUNT, see you next Tuesday word, that's demonetization. So he's so mad he slipped up and used one of the words that will get you demonetized every time, unless it's changed, and I don't think it has. So this rant, him getting this off his chest was more important than the money he was going to make on that episode. Just saying, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Tim's got special treatment. But I know this episode's going to be demonetized just from playing that.
Any of these people, I'm not on good terms necessarily with Turning Point USA. They didn't invite me to their stupid event. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. They invited me back after I started criticizing Candace. I'm not going to your event. I'm over all of this shit. The last thing that I need to deal with is a bunch of cowards in conservative media refusing to stand up to her. Megyn Kelly, come on. I appreciate the kind words, but come on. Such fucking pathetic bullshit. You know, and I get people saying, Tim, you know, thank you so much for talking about it. I don't care. I'm not doing a favor for anybody. I'm not doing this to benefit anybody. Nobody's paying me. There's no fucking Russia. There's no fucking Israel. There's just me sticking my neck out and then risking dying for what? A bunch of cowards that don't want to stand up to protect themselves? People like fucking Candace Owens?
I couldn't believe that she put you in the thumbnail.
What a fucking cunt.
Of her piece today.
I'm done.
The idea that she'd imply that you had some benefit or that you benefit somehow.
She benefited. I think she's a Fed, and I think she killed Charlie. No one benefited more than her.
So somebody asked, why is he so mad? Well, he's mad because he feels like Candace is putting a target on his back because she did a video. The title of the video was Who Benefits the Most from the Death of Charlie Kirk? Something like that, paraphrasing. In the thumbnail, there was Tim Pool. So, you know, a lot of low IQ people are just going to watch that, see Tim Pool and go, oh, Tim Pool must have had something to do with Charlie Kirk's death. And he just had somebody roll by his house and fire at his studio. On top of the fucking all the shit that's gone on, which there's a long history of him being doxxed live on stream, all kinds of shit that has happened. So I can kind of understand the crash out. I'm sorry, I can. Because this Candace shit is retarded and it's annoying.
That can super chatted $5. If Tim could consistently be this angry, I would be a daily watcher.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I mean, people make fun of him about it and they talk shit like, oh, he lost his cool. I'm like, what do you mean? He's fucking entertaining. I love it. Yell more. Scream more. So here's Candace responding to Tim.
So there's a lot to unpack there. First and foremost, what you are seeing right there is on a display of testosterone. Men that speak to women like this are not tough guys, okay? What you are seeing is...
So this is her... She's already playing the I'm a woman, you can't talk to a woman this way card? Weird.
Actually a display of estrogen. Everything he is doing there is somebody who is not a man, he is not tough, and he would never dare to speak to a man like that, right? People that find that very easy. Secondly, Tim Pool doesn't even have the intellect to understand that we put him in the thumbnail because he accused me in a full episode with Milo Yiannopoulos, which we showed and contextualized, of being someone who benefited from Charlie Kirk's assassination. So he thinks he's being accused. No, you accused me of that in like...
Yeah, but Tim's argument still holds up. People that see the thumbnail, they're not getting the full context of that, Candace. They're just seeing who benefited the most. Picture of fucking Kash Patel and Tim Pool. You don't understand that, Candace? You don't understand how a low IQ dumbass who's going to barely engage with the content is going to mistakenly think you're accusing Tim Pool of benefiting off the death of Charlie Kirk?
Actually, I think it was 2-hour episode with Milo Yiannopoulos in which Milo defended me and explained that I am not to blame for the lame excuses that the feds have given us regarding Charlie Kirk's assassination, and that if we do need to have some spiritual searching in terms of what the Republican Party has become, that the time for that is now. Okay. So this little, and I really like, he's a small person for this, a very small person who is also theatrical, Timothy Smollett, who pretends every year like people are trying to kill him. He's a chronic fence sitter, okay? Pretending like he is braving the wilderness for being what? The 110,000th person who's making a video about Candace Owens in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination. He thinks he's pioneering that.
Well, yeah, but a lot of us, well, I was, but a lot of people on the right were kind of ignoring you, Candace. A lot of people weren't calling you out on your bullshit. That's true. That's 100% true. I've been doing it for a while now. I ignored you as long as I fucking could. For the longest time, I fucking ignored it. I turn it on. I go, I can't listen to this. This is, my brain can't even fucking focus. It just wants to go away. It wants to go into its happy place. So I just ignored it until it became so fucking, the chorus became so loud that we had no choice to fucking ignore it. And Tim's not right. A lot of people have not called you out because they see the crowd. You become really smart as a fucking, influencer, content creator. You can recognize really quickly which way the crowd is moving. And if, you're only concerned about the bottom line and growing and being successful, you're not going to go against that crowd. If you are, you're going to wait for the crowd to flip.
$5. Obviously nobody has financially benefited more from Charlie's situation than Candace. Not even a close second.
Tim's pointed that out. A lot of people have. That's the claim. So if that's the argument that who benefited the most, that's who's guilty. Well, fuck. Candace, yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't think Candace had anything to do with Charlie Kirk getting murdered. She's just, well, I won't use the grifting word anymore. She's just lying and scamming her ass off, okay, to take advantage of the situation. And I do think she has a vendetta against TPUSA and possibly Erika Kirk. She's a scorned woman.
Are you out of your mind? It's only the safest thing you can do. What's next? Is he going to make a video and call Kanye West anti-Semitic? Like that's what he's pioneering right now. Oh my gosh, so original. Like, is he going to call Donald Trump evil in 2016? This is the storm that he's braving, is jumping on the side of what everyone else is doing. He is a fundamentally weak.
Candace, you're the fucking popular side, Candace. You're the one that's blowing up that everybody's supporting. The mass fucking majority of people are supporting. You're not on the fucking other side. You're the side that the fucking establishment social media algorithms have fucking skyrocketed into the fucking stratosphere, and the crowds are all on board. And maybe there's finally a little bit of pushback now, so some people are finally waking up to the game that's being played here. But don't act like you're the fucking underdog in this shit. and like he's joining the chorus of all these. Come on now, Candace.
Man,
you're the powerhouse.
He should apologize. He won't. I don't care what happens to his platform. He's now essentially trying out because he's under financial pressure. He's trying out for a Zionist to pay him, and they will. Okay, they will cut him a check, and I hope it happens for you, Tim. I hope it makes.
That's what it is. It's always, if you don't agree with my crazy fucking schizophrenic bullshit, my lazy fucking investigative work that is doing nothing but harming any actual conspiracy that's there to make it just fucking look ridiculous on the surface, because we've already gone through every ridiculous claim there could possibly be. I don't know, man. I have such a hard time listening to her.
But to do that to someone who has never done anything to you other than disagree with you about the Charlie Kirk narrative, I have not focused my content on you. And anytime your name has come up, it has been because you have explicitly been attacking me. You are a coward. You are less than a man. Okay? You are behaving, your type right there is like a person who's having financial issues and yet decides to go out and put $100K on a poker game. And when he loses and is a further $100K in the hole, comes back home and beats his wife and kids and thinks he's a tough guy. That's how you're acting right now. I'm not your wife. I'm not your kids. Get your affairs in order and stop blaming me, because I'm actually traversing down the path that hasn't been traveled.
No, because you're not doing anything but just fucking muddying up the water, Candace. You're not doing anything except helping your own fucking cause of becoming more famous and making more money. That's the problem. Okay, did Tim get too mean, Candace? Is that what it was? Tim got too mean over the fact that you're fucking acting like a retard? And there's real world consequences to your retard behavior that are affecting real world people, like the widow of a murderer, of a murdered victim. But no, you're the victim here, Candace. God, I have such a hard time listening to her, because it's just like, I don't know. I think she's just fucking nuts, dude. I really think she is. Actually, no, she's not nuts. Sorry. I got to stop doing that. I'm too quick to call people crazy when they're not crazy. They're fucking actually really smart. They're just kind of, I don't want to say evil, but low moral character, maybe. So here's some clips from the Piers Nick Fuentes interview, which I was going to get to last episode before YouTube nuked me off live. And my God, did this live up to my expectations of what it was going to be? A lot of people are saying Nick did really good. I don't know, man. I don't know. Piers, he got Nick to call himself a racist. It's like, okay. They'll be like, well, Nick's just trolling. It's like, okay, well, you just called yourself a racist. So now every time the media goes, self-avowed racist, well, they have your own clip of you saying you're a racist to prove that. So, but yeah, let's get to it. There's some really funny fucking clips here, to be honest.
Just to clear up one of the many theories about you, I've no idea what the answer is, and you haven't got to answer. But are you actually attracted to women?
I am attracted to women.
You're not gay?
No. But I would.
No, I'm not grifting JL Dubs music. It depends on what your definition of grifting is, JL Dubs. If grifting is just doing a show and making money doing a show, okay, then I guess I'm grifting. Grifting to me is when you are fucking misleading people and basically scamming people with bullshit to make money, okay? So when Candace Owens goes and starts putting forth the most stupid, ridiculous fucking conspiracy theories because she knows that shit's gonna be fucking huge and it's gonna make a bunch of money, but she doesn't give a fuck about reality or truth, that's grifting. Why I'm not grifting? Because I'm actually trying to look for the truth, and I'm not fucking, everybody can say that I'm paid. I took a $7,000 check. I didn't. Okay. I'm very fucking poor. And my interest in doing this show, I try to give some value, and that value is in, hey, I'm trying to navigate this as best as I can in a real fucking analytical way to get as close to what you would call truth as possible. And when you're doing that, I don't consider that grifting. Could I be wrong sometimes? Yes, we're all wrong. Okay. But I'm not fucking going to be purposely wrong just for money.
Will say that women are very.
So there's a line there. Just doing a show is not grifting.
Difficult to be around.
Okay.
So there's that.
And do you think they should have the right to vote?
I do not. No, absolutely not.
They should stay at home?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
So basically, you're just a misogynist old dinosaur, aren't you? For a young guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm the boomer. I know I'm the boomer here, but actually, you're a 27-year-old dinosaur, aren't you? Aren't you, Nick Fuentes? All women.
I am.
All women are annoying. All women grow
fossil.
old. They all get fat. Says the guy. Have you ever had sex?
No, absolutely not.
Wow. Says the guy who's never got laid.
It's such a weird fucking interview, dude. It really was. Some of the topics they got into were just strange.
Just to clear up one of the many theories about you, I've no idea what the answer is.
It's like, oh, so you're a virgin, you never got laid. Okay, well, what point are you trying to make here?
You haven't got to answer.
Like, what does that change? Like, okay, so now everything he said is everything he says is like a lie now because he doesn't want to fucking have sex before marriage because he's Catholic. I don't know. I think that's a little bit. I mean, look, there's also the possibility he's gay. I understand that. I'm not ruling that out. But it is a little fucking noble to have that stance in this modern age and actually live up to it and wait until marriage. I think that's noble, and I think more women should do that. And you know,
Are you
I think it's
actually
just a kind of a
attracted to
low.
women?
It's a low cheap shot. It's a cheap shot.
I am attracted to women.
You're not gay.
No.
Why does he always take when people ask him that question? He always does that little pause. No, that took too long, Nick. That took too long. It's got to be an immediate. Of course not. How dare you say that? But he goes, no, Nick. You got to get rid of that pause, dude. You got to get rid of that
But
pause.
I will say that women are very difficult to be around.
Okay.
So there's that.
And do you think they should have the right to vote?
I do not. No, absolutely not.
They should stay at home?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
So basically, you're just a misogynist old dinosaur, aren't you? For a young guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm...
Oh, we watched this one already. Did I put the same clip twice? It happens. Yeah, okay. I guess we got the same clip twice. Son of a bitch. All right, let's move on to the next one. One of the funniest clips I've ever posted, Nick Fuentes amuses himself at the expense of Piers Morgan. So, among many things, Morgan goes into a bizarre tirade about tampons. He's like, you've never seen a tampon before, have you? So fucking dumb.
Do you accept you are a white supremacist?
No, absolutely not.
You don't think white people are superior to black people?
No, I'm a Christian, so I believe everybody is equal before God.
See, this is what I'm recognizing about Nick is like Nick says he's a racist, but what a racist is these days is not like what a racist was when I was growing up. This is like racism, like it's like modern racism is it's such a lighter fucking weird form of racism because this is not what a racist would say, but yet he calls himself a racist. It's like racism light, modern day racism. Like it's like, you know, you could get Marlboro Reds, you can get Marlboro Lights. Like this is the Marlboro Light of racism. That's what it looks like because it's evolved now,
including women.
Yes.
So you give women equal rights, then?
No.
Great.
No.
Great. Okay. So you just talked a lot of bullshit, didn't you?
No. Why are you like mad about this? No.
You want women to be treated equally before God, but you don't want to give them equal rights.
Yeah, because women and men are different.
Look,
at Bobreen 1108 super chatted $2. He's not worldly. No HPV.
Well, I mean, that's good, don't you think? You don't know HPV. That's, you know, that's that shit that'll give you cancer, right? Won't that give you throat cancer, the HPV? You got to be careful, man. You know, going down on the ladies. That's how you get it, man. Didn't Michael Douglas get throat cancer from eating a little too much? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a good sign. Don't get STD, guys. All right.
Do you believe there are two genders?
It's your view.
Do you think there's two genders?
I do think there are two genders. Yes.
Okay, and so you mean there's distinction? There are two distinct genders.
I think we should all have the same rights to.
Well, if they're meaningfully distinct, biologically distinct, and they have different social and biological roles, I think it would follow that we would treat them a little bit differently in the law.
Do you think
That's
the Catholic
me, though.
Church's teachings reflect that?
I do. Yeah, there's
Really?
no female priests. Have you ever seen that?
Oh. Thing is, there's a lot of Catholics that want there to be female priests, and I'm like, I mean, I don't know, call me old school or whatever, but I kind of like that the priests are all men.
Do you think that the Catholic Church thinks all women should be deprived of the vote?
Don't shoot me for that.
Yeah, I think so.
No, they don't.
I think they do, yeah.
You think the Catholic Church position is women shouldn't be allowed to vote?
I think so, yeah, but I'm not positive.
No, it's bullshit.
Oh, it should be.
It should be. So if you were Pope, that's what you do. You could.
I mean, the Catholic Church is pretty fucking woke now, so I imagine the current Pope and the current Vatican would not agree with that, of course.
Be Pope because you're celibate.
That's true. And I'm also from Chicago, like the Pope. But look,
Right.
I mean, women, it says in the Bible that women have no authority over men, and they can't teach men, and that's why there's no female priests.
It says a lot of things in the Bible.
Catholic...
I mean, do you take every word of the Bible as sacrosanct?
Well, yeah, it's inspired scripture.
That's all of it.
I mean,
is
is this now
all of it is
a
sacrosanct.
theological debate? Well, it is Catholic doctrine that women should not lead and teach. I mean, you're not interacting with what I'm saying. Why can't women be priests?
They should be.
Okay, well, you're not Catholic. That's not a Catholic
I am
position.
a Catholic. Many things I disagree with the Catholic Church.
Okay. Well, that kind of is contrary because the whole...
The Piers is exactly like I was saying. I mean, there are a lot of woke Catholics, man. They want to change everything.
The whole basis of being Catholic is accepting... it's accepting the authority of the pontiff.
You can be a member of a religion and disagree with parts of that religion. Perfectly reasonable.
You could be... Well, yeah, I mean, you could say
Unless you're an
that, but it wouldn't be
extremist.
true.
If you're an extremist, you can't.
Okay.
Obviously, you never deviate.
That's just not rigorous.
You never
That's just
deviate if
sloppy.
you're an extremist. But even the Constitution,
That's just sloppy.
even the Constitution's been amended. Was it 27 times? People talk about this sacrosanct document. It's it's been amended.
Yeah. Not all those amendments were good, by the way.
27
Oh my
times.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my, this is not rigorous intellectually. This is very... this is
just a statement of
tabloid
fact.
Theology. Okay. But it's fine. Where were we? We were talking about Trump and somehow we got
on
into
Trump,
you're
look,
white
on
knighting
Trump-
for
on-
women's rights.
On Trump, well, I think women should have the same rights as you and I. You don't. That's fine.
Put on the pink hat, bro. Put on the pink hat. We're waiting.
The pink pussy hat?
What's the pink hat for?
For the march, for the women's march. Are we going to see you at the women's march protesting for women's rights and all that?
I think women should have equal rights to men. Period.
You carry tampons in case your female friends get a period or something? Like, it's crazy. The
I'd
white
have no
knighting
problem.
is
I'd have no problem
diabolical.
giving a female friend a tampon. Would you? Have you ever? I don't suppose you've ever seen it.
Of course, that's Piers' answer, bro. Well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You're being a good gentleman giving them a tampon.
Tampon, have you?
Gross. Absolutely not.
You
Get that away
you think
from me.
tampons are gross?
Yeah, they're
Really?
filled with period blood. Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Wow.
Are you into that? You like that? You,
Have you ever
have
seen
a lot
it?
of tampons?
I don't think you've ever seen it, have you?
I've seen them. I've
Oh,
seen
you
them
have?
before.
You've been that close
Yeah.
to a woman? Really?
No, I've seen them. Look, I
Oh, you've seen
I
videos?
used to live with women, so I've seen them around the house.
I bet you've seen videos, haven't you?
You've never seen a live tampon inside of a live vagina? Because that's the only thing that matters. You got to see it. You got to see it el natural, in the wild, inside a live wild vagina. Oh, man. I don't know. This is such a weird fucking interview. I mean, Piers is just... It's tabloid journalism, bro. That's what it is.
What? What are we doing here, Piers?
I'm not
you
sure.
You really hate that.
I'm not sure,
You're
mate.
more impressed that I'm a misogynist than you are about anything. It's
Not
very
really.
revealing.
I'm actually more exercised about your blatant, self-admitted racism than I'm about anything. But the misogyny runs a close second. Let me ask you about...
He believes all people are equal. That's racist, dude. I believe all people are equal in front of God. That's racism. That's racism. I'm telling you, what's considered racism now? Like, these are not the racists of the past, bro. It's like, they love rap music. You know, they got all kinds of black friends, but they're racist. It's, are you really racist? Or are you just... Because it doesn't seem like you really are to me. Seems a little weird. Seems a little weird. The great tampon debate. So there was a segment of this that Nick got pissed off about because Piers brought up... I don't have the clip. I don't want to play too much of Piers because copyright. Piers can be I don't know if it's changed, but he can be a little bit of a dick about that. But essentially, Piers called out his dad because apparently there was an episode where Nick talked about his dad not wanting to go to, I think, Applebee's because I don't know, there's something his dad did that can be insinuated to be racist. And Piers brought up his dad and kind of painted his dad as a racist, and Nick did not like that. It's almost like it's not good to be painted as a racist, Nick. Weird, right?
He caught me off guard. That was so shitty what he did with my father. Because he knows what he's doing. He says my dad, he docks my dad too. He says my father's name and then says, oh, your dad's racist and this is his name. That was low. And everyone knows what he was doing there. Everybody knows. And now you put a target on my dad. I hope you know that. So I hope you're happy with yourself. And that is out of line, actually. Family should be off limits. I'm in the arena. You want to call me a racist? I'm the one doing the show. My father's not a public figure. He's not political. So that's the only part that did bother me because that is bullshit. And I won't.
Dante, you say no one cares about being racist anymore. Well, his dad does. Because, I mean, people care to the point where, like, if you get outed as a racist, like, a lot of people are going to get fired from their jobs. Their careers are over. So, yeah, some people still care. I don't think it's, if you're Nick Fuentes and this is your career, yeah, it's not a big deal. You go to Rumble, you make a ton of money. But if you're a dude that's working an office job, trying to build a career, and you made an edgy joke one time, and you could lose your whole fucking career over that. Where we at? 79 likes, guys. 21 likes away. Blackjack me up to 100. If you could do that. I don't know. That sounded a little gay, right? Blackjack me up. Yeah, let's see if we can get to 100, guys. Also, links in the description if you want to support on Patreon. Join the Discord. You could yell at me on Discord or just hang out and shoot the shit with all the wonderful people on Discord or Patreon. Thank you guys for the support. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go here. What am I, already over 2 hours? We'll see. We'll finish this
Get
clip.
mad. You can attack me all you want. I don't care. But, my father, leave him out of it. He's a civilian. And that was low. I mean, you should know better than that. You're on television. You've got 1 million+ followers on Twitter. You're a major celebrity. You're naming a random private person. And he knows that he's inciting political attacks on my dad and my family and my parents'
Yeah,
fucking
family should be
livelihood.
off limits, dude.
My parents have cancer. They're fucking sick. And they're at retirement age. And they're working their fingers to the bone trying to retire, trying to fucking stay alive. And he got douchebag calling him racist. And he knows what he's doing, saying his name on the air. That wasn't right. And the difference between me and everybody else, you want to go after families, okay, now there's no limits. You want to go after families? We could play that game. Your family's greenlit then too, Piers.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that, Nick.
Your family's greenlit as well.
The clips are going to come out now. Oh, dude, he just said Pierce's family's greenlit.
So, fuck you and your family. Fuck you and fuck your kids.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be friends after this. I wonder if they're going to make this a regular occurrence because I think the live stream blew up. It got like 2 million views in no time, probably more now. So, Nick might be a regular occurring a regular on the show.
You bring my dad into it, you're all greenlit as far as I'm concerned. So don't play that. That's BS. I don't like that one bit. And that's really dirty. So that caught me off guard. I was anticipating the full ambush, but that was a total low blow. So that legitimately pissed me off.
I agree.
But
I would be pissed too, dude. Like, I'm here, talk to me. What are you bringing up my father and trying to call my father a racist?
I say greenlit. I don't mean violence. I mean, you're greenlit. Your family's, you're fair game too now. I hope you know that. Your 3 kids are fair game. That's fair game now. You want to come after my father and their livelihood? Your whole family's fair game now.
Well, I don't think you should do the same thing he did, Nick. But I understand why Nick's mad. Let's get another look at this face. There are just certain times where you just have the right pause, and it's just the goofiest. Oh man, we need more of Nick on Piers Morgan. Piers responds, all I did was remind Nick Fuentes of a story he told on his own show about his father, which implied he was racist. So apparently this is Nick's own story that he brought up. I don't know. All right, and bookmarks. That one here. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to save this one for tomorrow because we're already fucking over 2 hours into this. So this way I'll have something for sure to talk about tomorrow in case tomorrow's a slow news day. But if you want to check it out, this guy's Phoenix Ammunition. He does a much better job than I could do. I mean, basically, this guy's saying what I wanted to say about this, but in a much more professional, scientific way, in a much more informed way. So yeah, I'm going to save this for tomorrow, and we're going to dive into this 30-06 narrative about it could never exit. Well, we're not living in the real world, okay? Bullets do weird things. And in fact, when we have all the data, it probably won't be that weird as to why it didn't exit. But anyway, yeah, let's call it. We're going to call it. I can't be here all night. I got shit to do. Much love, everybody. Thank you for all the support. 87 likes if you haven't smashed a thumbs up yet and you are enjoying the show. Let's see if we can get it to 100 on the way out. Much love, everybody. Thank you so much. Everybody that sent super chats, all the support. You guys rock. Really appreciate it. We'll definitely be back tomorrow. We'll be talking about this, going over this guy's video, Phoenix Ammunitions, and more shit. We got a lot more. We got a lot more to go over. So we'll catch up with that tomorrow. Much love, everybody. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great night. And yeah, have a great night. I guess that's it. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Here's some other videos to watch that you might like or you might not. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified.